Hello and welcome to Talking Good Build-Up. It's West Ham against Tottenham. Kick-off 1 hour and 5 minutes away. It's an early kick-off as well, because it's currently 5 to 11. I'm not used to this.
I haven't eaten yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, I do, which is obviously eat at some point. But yeah, this is most unprecedented. I think I like it, though, to be honest with you. I think I like it. Get it done. Get the rest of the day to celebrate and bask in our glory, which is no bad thing.
Nah, it's too early for my liking. I don't like it. I don't like 12 o'clock. Too early.
I've got the chat on. Let me take it off. Crikey, I've just seen something about the team.
How you feeling? Apart from hungry.
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. But, this is a funny thing. By the time you've done your bits and pieces in the morning, you've not had an awful lot of time to sort of look forward to the games. I sort of did all that yesterday, sort of spent all yesterday up until sort of watching Match of the Day, which I did do later last night, sort of looking forward to our game. So it is a bit of a strange one. But, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it, really. But I just had the chat on, which I'm kicking myself because I caught someone typed that about the team in there, which I like you to surprise me, basically.
I'm a bit nervous, actually. I'm a bit nervous and I'm a bit horny for this game, actually. I'm really looking forward to it, but there is a little bit of nerves. It's just a massive opportunity. Forget the whole cup final thing, it's Tottenham, blah, blah, blah. It just, looking at the league table, it's huge for us. We win, we go forward. This is a monster game. Do you know something? Maybe Tottenham should have been approaching every game this season like it was their cup final, because then they wouldn't be where they are currently in the league, would they?
Yeah.
So, yes, this is a cup final for us, but so is Sheffield United, and so is Man City next week as well, because we have, we played 23 games this season, so we've got 15 league games left. We've got 15 cup finals, essentially, to get into European football. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to today, Gonzo. I'm really looking forward to it. But like I said, a bit of nerves, actually. I've got a bit of nerves. There's a couple of other people. There's Peter saying he's not been this nervous for years. A lot on this game, though.
Good. No, good. I'm pleased for Peter, to be fair, because it means we're in it, and it is important. And when was the last time that you looked at Everton beating Liverpool? I know Everton don't beat Liverpool very much, but when was the last time you looked at Everton beating Liverpool and thinking it had any sort of significance for West Ham whatsoever? It did. That was an important game for us last night. I didn't watch that game through the lenses of a neutral. I watched the highlights of that game through the lens of an interesting party.
Yeah, normally we're watching Fulham Sheffield United thinking.
You're right. I didn't care. I didn't even watch. Actually, I did. I fast forwarded to the goal on that one. But yeah, this was the one that was important, obviously. So, and you do, and you look at it, and I did after the end of it. I was, calculating how many points Villa can get if they win theirs, and you just start doing all that sort of stuff, which is good, and that's why it is a bit nerve-wracking. I also think it's nerve-wracking because we've gone up and they've gone down, and in terms of their form of late, so it's not the foregone conclusion, and I think that's realism that we might have a chance in the game as well. But put aside the fact that we have a history of scuppering Tottenham's party, so to speak, I think the fact that we go into the game with a realistic chance of getting something from the game, and if actually we attack it and we go for it, we could do well. I think that makes you more nervous.
Yeah, I think it's good. The shoes on their foot, like you say. Normally we scupper their thing. Actually, it's their turn to try and scupper ours. Actually, it's fantastic watching that Merseyside derby. I'm glad Everton got the win. I'm glad Chelsea dropped points yesterday. This gives us a massive opportunity today to get into the top four on merit, with teams playing the same amount of games as us, and we are sitting top of them. Granted, we have the most difficult fixture of the season next week, but we'll worry about that next week. Let's get this one done and hopefully get the 3 points. And while I get the lineup, Gonzo, I just want to quickly read out this comment.
Yes, from Simon Kirk. He said, "Can you please wish my husband..." Sorry? No, I'm glad it is actually. Now you've read it out. He said, "Can you please wish my husband Neil a happy birthday for Tuesday?" Look, you do whatever you're doing. I'll read it out. All right, Simone, apologies. I've definitely got the Kirk bit right. Wish my husband Neil a happy birthday for Tuesday. He loves watching you two in Perth, Australia. We're not in Perth, Australia. How can he watch us in Perth, Australia? But no, we do wish him a very, very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Neil, from Perth, Australia. Maybe Neil is not from Perth, Australia. Maybe he just travels to Perth, Australia to watch us too.
Anyway, ready for the lineup?
I am.
In goal, we've got Lucas Fabianski with a back four of Soufal, Dawson, Diop and Creswell, with a midfield 2, possibly 3, of Declan Rice, Thomas Souček, Pablo Fornals with a front three, possibly front four, of Jared Bowen, Jesse Lingard, and Michail Antonio. So 2 changes from the previous fixture. Ben Johnson and Manuel Lanzini both dropped to the bench, and in comes Michail Antonio and Pablo Fornals. A change of formation as well, Gonzo.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's what he deems necessary. That's what he wants to do. It probably does show that I think it shows 2 things, probably more, but it shows that the 5 at the back was a means to an end. Certainly Johnson and Lanzini will feel themselves unfortunate because they'll think, well, then we went in there and did what you asked us to do. I'm pretty sure they'll both take it in their stride. That being said, but I also think it probably reflects the lack of an attacking game sometimes from Tottenham. I think it possibly reflects the fact that they won't attack us too much. So you might be thinking, do I need 5 defenders against these guys? Which is funny in itself, really. Also, let's be fair, that formation has been working well enough to get us into 4th in the league or wherever we were when we stopped playing it. So but it's definitely a tactical thing. It definitely looks it. I think this is the best shape to play Tottenham with. Yeah,
he's switched. It's more attacking. The Pablo Fornals thing is key here. Where is he going to play? I do think he's going to play in the left wing. I would have preferred him to play in the middle alongside Souček and Rice, and almost beef up the middle of the pitch, and it takes the pressure off Lingard from a defensive point of view. I think this is the only slight worry. I know we saw against Villa, but I do think Villa's a different kettle of fish to Tottenham here, in the sense that with Antonio ahead of him, Jesse Lingard now has defensive actions and contributions to make for the team, whereas against the previous game, it was almost like he had a free role, and Jared Bowen to some extent against Sheffield United, they had free roles. Lingard didn't have to come back all the time. And against Villa, I felt like he didn't, but that worked in our favour because Villa sort of only played 2 in the midfield kind of thing. And against Fulham, he didn't come back, and I thought that impacted us. I felt like Fulham come down the middle of the pitch quite easily against us. So I do hope Fornals is a bit more central, but expecting to be on the left, and I think it'll be like the 4-2-3-1 kind of formation that we have seen. Be interesting to see how fit Antonio is, I guess. We don't know, do we?
No, but he was, I said this before the preview in the warm-up, before the last game, he was in the stadium. He was doing, up until 10 minutes before we went live to that video, he was doing sprints up and down. I don't know how fast the sprints were, but he was clearly still in with a mix of getting in. So I don't think it was like he was completely cropped for the Sheffield United game and fit for this one. I think he was that close to being declared fit. So I would imagine with another, whatever it is, 5 or 6 days training on top of that, I would imagine he is fit. That being said, we do have a little bit of a history of throwing him in there too early, and even this managerial team have a history for throwing him in a little bit too early, and then you get into the game, you think, oh, he's not quite firing fully, is he? So hopefully they've got it right. I don't know. We'll find out pretty damn quickly the first time he goes up for a race.
The only difference is they've been forced to put him in unfit. This week, I don't think they're forced to do that. They could have kept him out if they had to and said, we'll just stick with Jesse Lingard and Jared Bowen up front for this, and we'll just keep him on the bench if we have to. We'll just keep him for Man City, get him fit. We'll rattle through the bench and we'll have a look at the Tottenham team. On the bench, we've got Darren Martin and Darren Randolph. We've got, just in case we need 2 keepers, you don't know. Then you've got Ben Johnson, Mark Noble, Mipo Adebeko, Manuel Lanzini, Saeed Benrahma, Falcon Balbuena, and Frederick Alves. No Ryan Fredericks. So can only assume he's injured with 2 goalkeepers on the bench for us today.
I mean, that bench is okay, isn't it? There's people missing out today anyway, so you got to go with it. As I said, I think the big one, I'm aware people will be asking where's Benrahma, but I do think that the big story is that Ben Johnson's missing out here because he is a player in form. But I do think he'll be all right, Geo. He's on that bench. Every time I hear him interviewed, so mature. He's a pragmatist as well, so he'll be saying, well, that's okay. I'll get my chance when we switch back to formation or this, that, and the other. I think it's an assurance in his mind that he knows that he's going to play 6 or 7 more times this season in one capacity or another, be it as a start or as a substitute. So I think it's good. I think, look, if that's what Moyes decides is the best team, fine. And I really liked what I saw from Jesse Lingard, sort of dovetailing with Michail Antonio, and I certainly felt that there had more of that about it because Jesse Lingard was getting closer to him. That had more similarities, if you like, to the Marco Arnautovic and Lanzini partnership, which I do feel at the time was a partnership. I felt Lanzini always got very, very close to Marco. So I liked what I saw. I'm interested to see a little bit more of that. And I do feel that it gives the Tottenham defence a little bit more to think about constantly, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying the false nine or whatever you want to call it doesn't give them anything to think about. I think that does positionally. It leaves them with sort of nobody to mark. I think if Antonio's fit and Jesse Lingard's going to be getting close to him, it could almost be that they are a constant thorn in the side to this Tottenham defence sort of all game long. So, I mean, look, who knows? We'll find out whether it's the right decision soon enough, I guess.
And let's take a look at that Tottenham defence and the rest of the team. Hugo Lloris in goal. Mourinho played a fantastic mind game, basically played down the Guillon being included. He is included. He starts at left back today. Eric Dyer, partner Sanchez in the middle of the defence, and Tangana at right back. A midfield pairing of Højbjerg and Ndombele with Harry Kane up front. With in behind him, they've got Son, Lamela, and Lucas. An attacking team from Tottenham, actually.
Yeah, that's a good team. It's a very, very good team, Gio. It's a very good team. I don't know. I don't know whatever is Tangana. Who's Tangana?
He's a centre back. He's a young centre back. He's played quite a lot. He played right back last weekend.
Did he? All right. Well, I don't know. I've never heard of him. Yeah, all the others clearly I have. That's a really strong midfield. Whether you like Dyer, I think Sanchez they pay good money for Sanchez. Ndombele, Højbjerg, very, very strong in midfield. Lamela, Lucas, it's going to be tough, mate. You know, they've got their two best players playing up front as well. This is going to be a really, really hard game. Really hard game. I do wonder actually if Moyes has seen that team sheet after he did his and thought, damn, I might have gone with the wrong formation here.
Yeah. The Spurs bench: Harry Winks, Musa Sissoko, Dele Alli, Toby Alderweireld, Joe Hart, Matt Doherty, Carlos Benincas, or whatever, Gareth Bale, and Ben Davies. I mean, a bloody strong bench as well for Tottenham. I think both managers, it's quite funny actually, both managers I think have gone slightly more attacking than they would have liked to, on the assumption the other team will go conservative and defensive. Like, oh, well, we're going to have to put an extra attacker on there to capitalise on their defence. And actually now we've all of a sudden got two reasonably attacking teams out on the pitch. It has to make him for a good game, I think. I think having just seen Tottenham's side, I think I'm pleased with switch to back four, because it means that unfortunately Jared Bowen's the one that's going to be sort of sacrificed here, and he's now going to go from doing good stuff attacking wise last weekend. Now it's sort of, can you just defend a little bit? If you can contribute going forward, great. But if not, we've got Lingard and Antonio for that. But defensively, you need to keep an eye on what I think is one of the best left backs in the league, and let Soufal worry about Son. Because if we were playing three at the back, Soufal would have to worry about the left back and put Son one-on-one with Issa Diop, which I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't fancy. Pace-wise, you would match him. I think Diop clumsy. I think Son would eat Diop up a little bit. So I think switching to back four is possibly good. My only concern is when we played Spurs at their place, Harry Kane kept dropping in between Declan Rice and Ogbonna. He kept coming into that area of the pitch, and no one was marking him. No one knew what to do. He was too far up front for Rice and Solskjaer, because they were busy with Ndombele and what will be today Ndombele and Lamela, that they can't get Kane, but also Ogbonna couldn't step out of defence, otherwise they would have just lost their shape. That's a concern for me today. If Harry Kane comes 5 yards deep to receive the ball as usual, what we're going to do, I just hope we've got some sort of plan. A back three would have allowed possibly Craig Dawson to go with Harry Kane and say, don't worry about it, mate, you get that ball, I'm beating you in the air for it, kind of thing. I've got two centre-backs behind me, it's fine, I can come out of defence here. We can't do that now. With a back four, we've got to keep our shape at the back. But I just hope we've got a plan of suffocating Harry Kane, because I do think he influenced the match far too much early doors in the reverse fixtures. So anyway, you've seen the lineups. How are you feeling?
Not confident. Not confident at all in any way, shape or form for this one. I think that is such a strong team. I think that's bordering on their strongest team. I guess the right back would not be the case there. Aside from that, it doesn't get much stronger than that, to be perfectly honest with you. I think they're strong in every area, up front, midfield, wide. And then they've got these players on the bench who are either in form or coming into form. I think it's going to be an absolute nightmare, actually, Gio, to be perfectly honest with you, mate.
I think there's weaknesses in that Spurs team, though. I'm looking at that and thinking, well, their centre backs don't. Their centre backs are there to be got at. Sanchez and Dyer. I think Antonio's potentially could have a field day against them. Sanchez had one of the worst performances I've seen this season last weekend against Manchester City. I know it was against Man City, but the principle is he was crap. He was that bad. His form should be dented. He was really bad. So we've got to get there. If Antonio's 100% fit, we've got to see him testing that defence, knocking the ball over the top, running after it. Jesse Lingard against Villa. Lingard was never more than 10 yards away from Antonio at any time. He was stuck by Antonio in the second half. Lingard started running in behind Antonio, saying, flick it on, I'll run in behind you kind of thing. The build up between them two was fantastic. And I just hope we see that from the start today. Jared Bourne, like I said, defensively, he's got a massive job to do out there. It's just a pity that we've got Fornals on the left, because if we had Ben Rama up against the centre-back at right-back, I think there would be an opportunity. But Tangana does get forward quite well. He's a decent player. He's just sacrificed a little bit out on the right. But yeah, at the end of the day, Tottenham, there's two world-class players on the pitch today, and they both play for Tottenham. But I do think, while they've got the better players, to some extent, I think we've got the better team. I think we've got the better unit. I think we've got the better relationships on the pitch and stuff. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, the difference today in any other game is if they go 1-0 up, I'm not that worried, because they will retreat massively. They will say, oh, actually, you have the ball. We're going to sit back here. And I don't think they're good enough. I don't think they're good enough to do that. That's why they're 9th in the league and not 3rd in the league. Anyway, anything you'd like to add before we do our bet?
No, just that's really. Look, you asked if I was nervous. We spoke about nerves. Certainly, I am now. I am now. I'm not looking forward to playing that team.
I'm still feeling good. Anyway, live chat. We'll get your comments in a second. We're going to do a little bet now. We make a bet on Bet 365 if it wins. We give the winnings to someone in the live chat. We'll tell you how to get involved in just a second. But Gonzo, what are you fancying?
What can I say? I'd have to say maybe if we're going for West Ham to score, which I think we will. I think West Ham will score, by the way. It's going to have to be Souček or Lingard to score, I think, for us, mate.
I'll put Lingard in. I think Souček's going to be too deep today. He always can't come forward. If he comes forward too much, then we'll probably get punished for it. But swings around about, it's the same with Tottenham. If Ndombele comes attacking, he's got to watch, because usually he's got Sissoko in behind him alongside Højbjerg. He's not there today. So if he comes running forward, there's an opportunity for Jesse Lingard to go one-on-one with Højbjerg, who Jesse Lingard's faster than him. Højbjerg will win the physical battle. But if it's a game of pace, Jesse's got him. And I'd fancy Jesse to beat him with skill as well, go one-on-one and run by him. So, right, Jesse Lingard, let's whack him in. Decent odds, that. Anything else? What are you fancying?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell how much we're going to attack them, Gio. I really, Moyes needs to step up here. He really does, and sort of attack. He needs to really go for this. I don't want us to sit back too much. So I was going to say corners, but I'm not confident. I'll tell you. What about Lamela? What about a Lamela card? Last time I saw him play, he was absolutely mad.
Let's put a West Ham win in as well. I know you might not fancy it, but we're trying to.
Okay.
And then a Lamela card. You say, okay, let's whack him in. Okay, that's enough. That's fine. 33-1, so £170 cash. So if West Ham win, Jesse Lingard scores, and Lamela gets booked, we will give someone £170 cash. In order to enter in the live chat, please put the following phrase.
Ali's a winker.
Ali is a winker. put that into the live chat, and you're entered in. And if that bet wins, we'll give someone £170. Gonzo, there's a lot of chat here today. This is the main topic of the live chat, really, isn't it? I assume you're watching that.
No, I'm not. No, sorry, I switched it off.
You can click on it now. You know the team now. But Moss is just saying what 101 other people are saying. Where is Saeed Benrahma? Why is Saeed Benrahma not starting?
I don't know. I'm in all honesty, G, I'm sick of it being a conversation, to be honest with you. But pre-match, post-match, win, loss, even after wins, it's the main topic of conversation. It's not. I think he's a really good player. The main topic is, why is Ben Johnson not playing? I'm actually getting a bit sick of it, swamping and superseding everything else. He is a really good player, all right, but he's a squad player at West Ham who sometimes plays. Now, at the moment, Moyes has dropped him for these couple of games. He will come back into the team. He will feature. And when he does, I'm sure he will play well. But this isn't the only player that Moyes is dropping. A couple of games ago, Moyes dropped Jared Bowen. Now, let's be perfectly honest here. Jared Bowen was pivotal for us staying up last season, was one of the best players after lockdown, was not only one of the best players at West Ham, Jared Bowen was one of the best players in the league. All right, it's no more of a story that Jared Bowen gets dropped than it is Benrahma gets dropped. Every time something happens like this, people go absolutely, they lose their mind over it, Geo. And it's look, I think ideally, I think Benrahma can come onto that pitch, pardon the expression, and he can make a difference. I think he can. In fact, I think there's a lot of reasons to suggest that we might try and soften Tottenham up. If we can keep the game close, you bring Benrahma on and try and hope that everything comes up. But let's be fair. He's got a couple of assists, 2 or 3 assists, something like that. Is that right? 3 assists. 5 assists. It's there are other players in the team who have. It's not Suma Souček, put it that way.
I think he's better off the bench. I do. I think he's got 5 assists. I could be wrong. That's what my head's telling me.
Which is fine. I
reckon most of them, at least 3, is being when he's come off the bench. Fulham at home, he come off the bench last week. Sheffield United to come off the bench. That's 2 of his assists. All I need is one more, the other 3 to be a substitute assist, and all of a sudden he's got it. I think he's better off the bench. And we are playing. Listen, they're not doing as well this season, Tottenham. Okay, we know that they're 9th. But they're only 6 points. But they beat us today. They're 3 points behind. All of a sudden, okay, we shouldn't be their barometer as to how good a season they're having. But, they're still in with a shout of Champions League football. This isn't a bad achievement. Moyes has gone for Fornals, who he knows will work his nuts off, give 100%. He's gone with Jared Bowen on the other side, who will give 100% and work his nuts off. And what about Benrahma has worked hard defensively. Fornals and Bowen make better contribution defensively off the ball than what Saeed Benrahma does, I think. And I think Moyes is thinking, in order to get the best out of Jesse Lingard, my best player going forward, I need to make sure that the rest of the team's function in order to free up Jesse Lingard. I think what he's doing today, I think he's trying to give Jesse Lingard almost a free roll. We'll probably end up seeing 4-4-1-1 a lot today. Fornals and Bowen dropping deep in order to keep Lingard up the pitch, so that when we do break with the ball or something, that Lingard's close to Antonio. The problem is, we've had this, whether Benrahma starts or not, the ball goes up to Antonio and he loses it because there's no one around him and stuff. Lingard's the only player I've seen this season that actually gets really close to Antonio. Well, granted, there's only been 2 games, but he gets up there and gets close to him, and he's never far away from Antonio, and it works. That partnership's really, really good. So I think he's put Fornals and Bowen in there almost as a sacrifice to some extent in order to get the best out of Jesse Lingard. And so we should, because he's been our best player in 2 of the 3 games so far. He turns up, we turn up. The one game we didn't turn up was Fulham. We were crap. Going forward, we had nothing. So yeah, I think I'm sure Benrahma would come on, but for starting, I can understand it. I can see why he's not gone for it. I can see why he's picked the team he has. Like you said, I think the sadder story here is that Ben Johnson once again puts in 2 fantastic games and is on the bench, wondering what the hell have I got to do in order to start here.
Yeah, but I think this. Look, I've said this numerous times. I think Benrahma is probably technically our best player. I reckon if they're taking free kick drills, I reckon he's curled it in more than anybody else. I reckon in terms of tricks and first touch and stuff like that, I reckon he is probably our best player. I reckon he's the most technically proficient player on the football pitch. I don't have any doubt about it. But I think this is actually a little bit detrimental, and I think this is not overly useful, and I knew this was coming. Not that he would get dropped today, but I knew that it was coming, because we get a lot of comments on here, and for quite a while now, people have been saying, and I've tried to rally against it a few times, but they've been saying Benrahma is the best player at West Ham. How many times have you heard that or seen that typed, Geo? A lot, right? He's not. And I said this, he's really not. Possibly Thomas Souček is, possibly Declan Rice is, might be Ogbonna. He's not even in the conversation at the moment. I'm sorry, until he does something, he's not. But what he is, he's a really skillful squad player who hopefully is going to build a career at West Ham. But what happens is with a lot of these younger players, sorry, I know we're going off track a little bit, but a lot of these younger players, I know he's 24, 25 or whatever, he's not 19, a lot of them watch social media. A lot of them are very interactive on the internet. And I think it puts almost an unnecessary pressure on him in and around his teammates, where his teammates might be thinking, hold on a second, why is everybody going on about him all the time? Why has he become... I reckon Benrahma probably just wants to be one of the lads. Probably just wants to... Do you remember? I don't know if you remember. That is slightly different. I can think of a couple of examples, actually. One of them, funny enough, was Ravel Morrison. The other one was Carlos Tevez. I remember managers at the time, being Kirby and Allardyce, saying, I'm getting sick of just being asked about this guy in press conferences. It's not helpful. Ask me about other players in the team as well. And I do feel that there's this almost this tsunami of Benrahma stuff that sort of just comes along. I just think, we are a team. We are a team. And Moyes does not want this concentration on the individual all the time. I don't think it's helpful, quite frankly.
Finish your rant. Do you feel better? Anyway, if you're watching live, get your comments into live chat. I'm going to start having a little read of what users are saying. Ashley says that Benrahma is definitely the wild card to play when Tottenham are tired, but he should be starting. Upton Parker said Benrahma needs this holding back. If he gets his chance, he needs to take it, just like Jesse Lingard has. Rudy Allen says, look at nationality of the people obsessed over Benrahma. I don't know. I mean, originally I thought that, Alan, but to be honest with you,
there's a lot of... It's not just that. It's not just that.
Yeah. Kidato says, I think we've all learned to never criticise Moyes lineup until we've seen the results. We've been proven wrong plenty of times. Let's Talk Sports says, hope you're well worried about Kane. This is not the Spurs side at the start of the season. They've been off their game for a while. Hammer 1999 says, this front three scored 4 against Wolves and 3 against Leicester. We do not need Saeed Benrahma to score goals. We've got Jesse Lingard in there as well.
I don't want to go too far the other way either and ostracize Benrahma and say we don't need him. I think we do need him. I think he's a really important part of the squad. But I do think it's important we don't treat him like Cristiano Ronaldo has been dropped from the Portugal team. That's not what's happened here.
West Ham Online says Benrahma's better than Fornals at everything, literally everything, and we'd have Tangana on toast. I disagree with that. I don't think Benrahma's better at tackling. I don't think he's better at positioning. And like I said, I think the big thing that Fornals offers, which we miss when Fornals doesn't play, is when we're out of possession, not so much playing 4 at the back, it's more when we're playing that 3-4-3 formation. Fornals comes in to help Weiss and Souček, and when Fornals ain't played, no one comes in to help Weiss and Souček, and we get overrun in midfield.
Also Fornals is there to stop Aaron Cresswell being overrun. Aaron Cresswell for the last 2 seasons has been getting a lot of criticism because people said he was washed up at left back. So he's now back at left back, and what he has is protection there. That's why Fornals plays. Fornals been dropped the last couple of games though. Let's get that straight. Benrahma will come back into the team. He absolutely will.
I think if Benrahma put in man of match performances, he'd be starting at the end of the day. There was a couple of games I thought Benrahma's played really well and deserved to start, and Moyes started him.
Brilliant against Palace. Brilliant.
Yeah, but then Moyes was almost like proven correctly with the result in order to not start him in a way. JH said Benrahma's a great player. People moaning like the manager. The manager's picked Fornals for this game plan, and that's how he wants to play. Sean says Moyes stifles Benrahma. He has one shot and Moyes whinges, yet Lingard can shoot whenever he likes. To be fair, I mean, I get what Sean's saying because we picked up on it at the Doncaster game or whoever it was. Benrahma had a 30-yard shot and it went wide. You could see Moyes animated. We don't know if he might do that when Lingard does it. We just don't see it because the camera don't pan to him.
Well, that is exactly the point, Gio. Because an issue has been made of it. And this is what I'm saying. It's not healthy for the player. It is not healthy for the player. I've seen this before with other players. But I do agree with that, by the way. And we did pick up on it. I actually like to use the Bowen example. I think Bowen can often travel too much with the ball and not release it early enough, which is exactly what Moyes accuses Benrahma of. So yeah, I do think there are some double standards in his appraisal going on there. I absolutely do. But come on, I mean, we're doing so well this season. He's getting it right most of the time, Moyes.
Mark says that Moyes has begun to build a squad with interchangeable pieces that the front four have. A number of players, they're more than capable to start. Just who suits the plan for each game, who starts. And then we've got Ben Glander saying that Fornals is starting because Moyes anticipated Bale starting. I don't agree with that. And I think David Moyes anticipated Gareth Bale starting. He needs shot, to be honest with you. I think everyone except Gonzo knew Gareth Bale would be starting today. I don't know why anyone thought Bale would be starting.
I watched the match the other day. That's all.
He was never starting. It doesn't matter. For the reason for his celebration. Why would you start someone like that that's running around pointing to himself after crossing the ball? Why would you do it? Hamilton says that he thinks Spurs are there for the taking. They have not been the same since Bale arrived. They seem disjointed where we are a solid team. I think that's my main point, and that's why I'm feeling confident. That's exactly why I feel confident as well. Hammer said Benrahma's better than any midfielder we have after Declan Rice. Chippy says that Benrahma does drop back too much for his liking. Equally good work rate as Fornals. Blitz says, any update on Ogbonna and Masuaku? Don't know about Ogbonna. Masuaku's back on grass, whatever that means.
He's jogging. He's jogging. Or smoking. We don't know.
Daniel says he loves how Moyes changes the team for every game. How long has it been since we had a manager who actually does some managing? Only recently, I do think, even at the start of the season, sometimes it was a bit frustrating. You'd play the same team, the same system, week in, week out, and it was frustrating because I remember playing Liverpool away and then we played something like Sheffield United at home and we played the same team, the same formation, the same system, and thought, are we treating the champions the same as a team in the bottom three of the league or something?
I wonder which one's Daniel. There's a lot of people in that avatar.
Scott says that Benrahma is starting to look very good. 3 consecutive games on the bench may knock his confidence. And funnily enough, perfectly timed, Hammer99 directly under it says this is a test of Benrahma's attitude. Moyes has said he's been impressed with every player that comes off the bench, and Benrahma needs to show his attitude and not become demotivated.
I think it is hard when you're a £25 million player and you probably think you're going to sign for a club, but it is. But this is why I keep talking about Johnson. Every time Johnson gets dropped, you want to hear the comments that he said. It's all West Ham and pro club. And I'm not saying Benrahma hasn't said that, but I actually think Benrahma is working hard. I think he is doing everything that's been asked of him. And I think he's doing everything that he can to show that he's a team player, which David Moyes wants. And what I'm saying is everything coming, not everything, but this tsunami of stuff coming from the fans and the press is going to make David Moyes think, hold on, why is people treating him as an individual? He's doing his job and he's doing his job well. Moyes is probably really, really pleased with him. I wouldn't be surprised at that at all.
Maverick says Moyes is rotating to keep everyone fresh. Maybe that's why we are where we are. Clever, keeping it happy. So I'm not sure because I don't think Benrahma needs rotating. If anything, Benrahma's the one that comes in because he is fresh. Bowen's the one that's probably tired and jaded. Solchek and Rice are the ones that are tired and jaded. I'm not sure. I completely agree with what Maverick's saying there. Mind Over Matter says that players like Benrahma should be the focal point of the team and be given complete freedom. That's how you get the best.
No, that's not a Moyes. That's not. I've got the wrong.
But if that's how you get the best out of him, then that's why he's not playing them because we can't give him complete freedom. If anyone's getting complete freedom in this team, it's Jesse Lingard. Why would it not be Jesse Lingard? The guy's turned up. He's been here 3 games, been man of match in 2 of them, and influenced the game in order to try and win it.
That's a Man City thing, isn't it? Given these, we're just not. We're not that. We are a sit-back defensive counter-attacking team. That's what we do.
James says that I know we want to go for it and attack Spurs, but isn't that what Mourinho wants? Every Mourinho team in history wants to attack them. Yeah, but I don't think we will attack them. Just because we've got an attacking lineup on paper doesn't mean we're going to go out and go gung ho. I don't think we will. I think complete opposite. I think Fornals and Bowen starting because of their defensive contributions, actually. I think they're starting in order to let Jesse Lingard be the one that gets forward. Thanks to Bobby66 for chucking £5 in the kitty. He says, great work again, lads. Stay safe.
You too, Bobby.
Dave says, on the subject of attitude, Fornals has a great one. Let's see how he is after being dropped for a few games.
Well, he has been, hasn't he? He dropped the last 2 games. Yeah, so it'd be interesting. Sorry, that's what Dave's saying, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it'd be fine, Dave. I think it'll come back. I think we'll see. I reckon he'll run his little bottom off.
Cripple Sunday says, as soon as it would be 5 at the back. Confidence dropped when he thought it was 4. However, Antonio and Lingard could have a field day against Dion Sanchez. Lanzini was on the bench for the last second magic. Hammerheads missed the first 2/3 of the show.
You need to rewind it if you can, if you've got time before the match.
Gary says, how fit is Antonio? We'll find out in the first 10-15 minutes of the game. Anyway, right, listen, we're going to stop the live chat now. Live chat, keep your comments coming. This video stays all the way through the game. This video does not finish until the full-time whistle blows. We've got Watchalong coming up as well. Gonzo, how are you feeling? Give me your final thoughts, your vibes.
Yeah, not great. I've got to say, I'm not particularly looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm going to watch it. But I'm not looking forward to it now. I've seen that team. That is a massive worry for me. I think I will either... The first 5-10 minutes are going to tell us quite a lot, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, certainly. But yeah, I'm not hopeful. Let's put it that way.
I think Vigoulian starting's bad for me. I think he's superb coming down that line. I think he's possibly the best left back in the league. I don't think there's two, and the ones that are better than him are not that much better than him. I think he is a superb. And when we played him at their place, we didn't know how you mark him. We played 5 at the back, and Jared Bowen and whoever was right wing back, Soufal, maybe, we kept getting confused as to who was marking him. Son kept coming out to the side, and Soufal had to go with him, and all of a sudden Jared Bowen's caught on his back heels, and he had all the time in the world to put that cross in for Harry Kane's header. So we cannot allow him to have the run of the pitch. The slight advantage for West Ham is with Tangana starting, who's not a natural right back. He's okay going forward, but that's it. He's not Aurier or Doherty. That would insinuate that Tottenham are going to come down the left more than the right, which allows us to almost focus on defensively where they're going to come from. We need a plan for that side. I think with Soufal and Bowen over there as a conventional right back and a right winger, I think that helps us out a bit. A little bit of hope with Sanchez and Dyer. I think that centre-back pairings there would be got at. I think they've got an attacking set of the team. And, someone said about how we don't want to attack because they'll counter-attack us. Well, it's swinging around about because that's what we want. We want teams to come to us and come forward in numbers. So when we get the ball, we can spring a counter-attack and stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good game, and I'm feeling I'm feeling optimistic, actually. Maybe not as confident, but I do still think we're going to sneak it. What's your score prediction, Gonzo?
I think Tottenham might win 2-3-1 on this one.
2-3-1. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to say West Ham 2, Tottenham 1. I still think we're going to win. I'm going for the 3 points. Myself and Gonzo will be back at full time with our live review. Don't go anywhere. We've got Watchalong coming right up with Mr. Charlie Walsh.
Thank you to Geo and Gonzo. Of course, the Watch Along is now being brought to you in collaboration with Stuart Morris Accountants. The best accountants, personal, corporate, whatever you need, based in Ilford. The fact we're with them is because a West Ham fan hooked us up. Thank you very much to them. And hello to everyone. I hope you're all well. It's a big day. It's a big, big day. It's a big game. I'm a bit nervous. I can't lie to you. It's West Ham United. It's Spurs. It's one of those games. We're talking about where we're going to finish. We're talking about how's this season going, everything else. This is one of those make or break kind of games. We win this, we're looking rosy. This is a big game, a difficult game. It's Spurs. I hope you're feeling all right. I hope you're feeling hyped. Let's talk before the game, and we'll see how it goes. How are we all feeling? On a scale of like 1 to 10, 1 being not very confident at all, 10 being I am absolutely buzzing for this. I am absolutely ready for this. We're going to destroy them. How you feeling? As I just try to pull up the thing that I need, which is here. How are you all feeling? Good to see you. I'll tell you what. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat as well. There's a lot of you in here right now, and I want to give you your dues for rocking up, for saying hello. I just change the thumbnail on YouTube and it doesn't change. Sometimes it's just a thing YouTube does. It's very frustrating. So, people in the chat. Hello to 7, Abdud, Absdabs, Enil, Arthur Gatwad, Beardy Man Poet, Beasley, Ben Glander, if you haven't subscribed already, do, of course. Bus Driving Ninja, Cheddars, Chuck, Chris, Crip Sunday 1, Ben White, Dave, Dan Fordham, Dave Ben, David M, Duvet Dancer, Dylan Williams, Escort 888F Todd, Forged in the Iron, West Ham, Roshizi, Garcia, Hammersmolder, I was about to say Hammers Chat, that's us. Hello, us. Harry Parker, Harry Murphy, Triple H, Ian Mears, Irish Tommy, Irons J, Jacob Venskunas, I apologize if I mispronounced that, James Fairweather, James Gunn, Jay Placey, Kirikos, Liam MCC, Marev BV, Max Warren, Mixie, Mike Manera, Mike, good to see you, my friend, Nathan Ponton, Owen Keane, Pam Woodward, Patrick McCall, Philip Stace, Regani, Richard, Richie Von Rock, Robert Singleton, Schizo Bay, Scott Bolton, Stevie 50, Steve Chaotic, Stevie C, the Disabled Team, Tom Pontefract, Dave Trevor Davis, Vaporwave, Wayne Marston, West Ham United, Portugal, West Ham Online fans, West Ham Fred, good to see you all. I hope you're all well. If I missed you out, I apologize. It's just because the chat goes so fast that keeping up with it all is a bit of a struggle. Right. I hope you're all there. He is, Big Mike. Good to see you, my friend. Arsenal for life. Please beat Spurs. 7. I'm Nikki from West Ham Fan TV. Okay. Good to see you, Nikki, if that is you. And if you're not, we've all got to aspire to something. We've all got to aspire to something. Let's see. Let's go back to the numbers. UFC the Buncho speaker. Listen. It was banging, don't I? Dave Ben is 10 confident. James is 3. James is 6. 6 out of 10. Hopefully this is 3.7. Not happy Ben Rama isn't starting. 4. 7.5. Optimistic going to kill it 2-0. Got to be a 10.5. 7, 9. So it's interesting. Interesting, like we've got this mixture of confidence and just like sheer nerves with this one. Confidence and sheer nerves with this one. And I think part of that is the lineups, of course. You're looking at it and you're saying, well, Spurs have obviously got a strong lineup out. Right? We can't act like they don't. We can't act like this is a weak team, okay? If I pull up the Spurs team right now, Lloris, Tanganga, Dyer, Sanchez, Reguilon. There's some weakness there, but then past that, Ndombele, Højbjerg, Lamela, Lucas, Son, Kane. That is a pretty strong lineup going forward. It's not the strongest they could possibly have, but it's certainly a strong lineup. Whereas you look at ours, where we're seeing, say, the likes of Johnson dropped, maybe the likes of Ben Rama dropped, and we're getting a bit worried about that. But it does make me interested to see how this goes, because I think I've got more confidence in our team than I do theirs, is what I'll say. I've got more confidence in our team. 7 is now Cristiano, Messi, or Lionel Ronaldo. You do you, bro. You do you. Listen, I back you. I back you doing whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Okay, right. Enough of this nonsense. Good to see you, West Ham clips. Also, Uni Advisors UK. I didn't say hello to you. I remember that. Spurs don't want it today. Lingard, Antonio, Bowen will run them ragged. Do you know what? I think that's probably true. Right, so I like to do this every single watch along because it always gets me hyped. Okay? Where are you watching from? I am coming from a cloudy North London. Where are you at? Where are you in the world today? Let me know. I'm interested to see where 7 is. I suspect it will be somewhere wild. Where are you watching from today? Horace, why have we got 2 goalkeepers on the bench? Your guess, mate, is as good as mine. I have no idea why we have 2 goalkeepers on the bench. We have both Randolph and Martin. Not a Scooby, mate. Not a Scooby. Brussels, cloudy Spain, Dublin. I'm North London too. Good to see you, Patrick. Cloudy Essex. Okay, less exciting than I thought it was going to be, but fair enough. Dundee, Scotland. Cloudy Wolverhampton. Lots of clouds out today. It's, weathers. Stroud, Ireland, stand up Perth in the AMG, in the AU. I was going to say in the AM. For some reason, that's how my brain read it. It would be in the AM. That's how, again, time works. Charlie. Australia, Melbourne, sunny Chadwell Heath, West Yorkshire, shout out. Snowy northern Sweden, moody Surrey. East London. Big up. I have Brixton. For some reason, BD man, that's how I would imagine you live in Brixton. Someone named a poet, Brixton makes sense. Shout out to the Victoria line. Jamaica. This is Tyreek. Fair play, bro. An overcast Romford. All Things Lee says this is going to be a bad game. It's neutral to watch. Yeah, probably. I can't lie to you, mate. The Shire. Oh, big up. You aren't late. You're exactly when a wizard wants to be, or whatever he says. Bus Driving Ninja says Devon, cloudy old Guernsey, Newcastle, Plaistow, East London, windy Iceland, Pez Nordi is in Norway. Shout out to Pro Evolution Soccer. From a house on Berglund, says Migsy. Well, I appreciate the dedication to watch the show. I do genuinely appreciate it. Sydney, humid Bangkok, Barrow in Lancashire. Man, it's but sexy. Good. Just the vibe. I assume the letter's only because of you, Mike, of course. Sonny Sligo in the house. Big up to Ireland. Thailand. Sorry, I breezed past that. Thailand, yes. North Staffs, Cambridge, Denmark. Thousand Oaks, California. Didn't even know there was a place in California called Thousand Oaks, but you love to see it. My God, the chat is moving like a rapid right now. Ramsgate, Liverpool, Sydney, Cambridgeshire, cloudy North London, Costa del Ilford, Sligo. The Beast, Jimbo, and Jalen's could be nice. Also says Scott B. I agree. And overcast Southampton, more clouds. Good to see you, Alan. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Sunny Rainham in Kent. Sunny South End, cloudy Southern Spain. ES, I think that is. Where else we got? Annecy, France. Yes, this is just. I love random places like this. Billericay. How long to kick off? It kicks off in 19 minutes. The Bahamas, Leytonstone, Rostock, Germany. I didn't know there was a place in Germany called Rostock. Rhodes, of course. Good to see you, Steve. It doesn't look like it's going to piss down here, thankfully, but it is not sunny. Nashville, Perth, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I almost quoted Michael Calder and said the wonderful city of Jeddah, or whatever he says every time we go there. Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Loughborough, Huntingdon, drug capital of the UK, Dundee. Is that true? Scenes. Watching from Madagascar. I think Ed's a liar. I think Ed, you're a liar. You're a liar. The United States of Basildon, New Zealand, Gidea Park, Sydney. Where else we got? Canvey Island, Gidea Park. Thailand, Swindon. I love Swindon. I don't know why. Swindon's just good. It's just a good word, isn't it? Swindon. Sheffield, the Fens, Lincolnshire. Good to see you. Cotswolds, Barcelona, dark in Auckland. The city of Essex. Again, just less exciting. I was expecting like the moon or something from year 7, but we got Essex or Nikki if it is Nikki. I don't know. You've bamboozled me, sir. The Northern in the cold. Yeah, fair. Suwa City in Japan. Yes, this is the kind of random places I like to hear, you know? Not random, but just you expect Essex, you expect London, do you know what I mean? There. Belgium, Scarborough, India, Nepal. Nepal's got a great flag, doesn't it? Just while we're here, let's just as we briefly mention it as we go past. Crawley, I'm Ben from Dover. Good to see you, Tommy. Myself in Her Majesty Prison, Norwich. Again, I appreciate you watching it on some sort of illicit device. Romford. Good to see you all. Hanoi, Vietnam. Good to see you all. There's a lot there. I still can't get proud of the Republic of Tommy, of course. Good to see you all. I hope you're all well. Hope it's all slightly sunnier than it is where I am, because again, it is quite cloudy. Now, let's get straight into it. How are we all feeling in terms of score predictions? How are we feeling? What's the vibe? If we're talking West Ham, we're talking Spurs. We've seen the lineups. I'll run through them one more time. Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell, Souček, Rice, Fornals, Lingard, Bowen, Antonio up against Lloris, Tanganga, Dyer, Sanchez, Reguilon, Ndombele, Højbjerg, Lamela, Lucasson, Kane. What are your score predictions? What are your score predictions, Ed? I will get to that. I can almost guarantee you that will be get to at some point. Charlie, can you embed the video of Tom celebrating Lanzina's goal to get us in the mood for this one? If I had it, I could. Let's see if I can. Let me see if I can find it. Just briefly, and we'll see. We'll watch it together. We'll watch it together to pick up that confident vibe. Let's see if I can find it very quickly. It's not there. Tom put it on his Twitter. If Tom's put it on his Twitter, we can do it. Can't find it. I would have thought he would have put it on his Twitter. Maybe we'll do it in a bit. So, Scrolling up to see the first of the score predictions. We've got 2-2 from Migsy, 2-2 from Lewis, 2-1 says Patrick McCall. Okay, 2-0 Spurs says Scott. Scott Van Golly. Fair. 2-1 West Ham. 2-1 Spurs. 2-1, 2-0, 2-1. Mine's 3-2 West Ham, says Tommy 16. That's an interesting one. Hello, Charlie. 2-1 Ives. Hello, Paul. And 2-1 West Ham. Fair. Suchek Screamer and Ben Rama, says Anil's 2-1. So Ben Rama to come off the bench and score. You'd love to see it. I'm surprised to see Fornals instead of Benny, says Hammers Molder. Do you know what? I think it's purely a defensive thing. I think Moyes trusts Fornals more than Ben Rama defensively, and in a game against a good side, a top side, like Spurs are. They're not in form at the moment, but they are a good big team. I expected him to do this, to be fair, and I suspect Fornals won't be in the middle either. I suspect he will be on the left, tracking back, just as Bowen will be for that matter. 3-2. Come on, you Irons. 2-1. Thriller 0-0. Fair. A 2-1 Spurs. Ben Rama will be a huge miss. Fornals can't break Deems down. We've seen him do it, but he doesn't do it as easily. But we have seen him do it. But I think that's also partly just because of the formation style. 3-2 West Ham. 2-0, 4-1 to the Mighty Hammers. 2-2, 3-1. West Ham 9, Spurs 0, says Nicholas. You're a madman. And I appreciate it very deeply. 3-2 West Ham, says Hayden White. We win 4-1. That's a big scoreline, isn't it? 2-0. I mean, Mourinho secretly pooping himself. He pretends the game means nothing. And that's the thing, right? I will check Discord. Thank you, Ed. By the way, everyone, if you're looking for somewhere to watch the game, link below, there's a thing called Discord. Click on that. If you click on that, then guess what? There's links to the game. It's free to join. Click on it, join it, accept the rules. The rules are just there because, that's the way life goes on. And then we can all watch the game together. It is, of course, on Sky today. Of course, on Sky Sports. I'm just checking the Discord because Ed has sent me the video of Tom going absolutely ham. So I'm just pulling that up. There we go. I've got people sending it in different. Woody's now also sending it on Twitter, which is you love to see. Just tell you what, I can download it. This is what I can do. I can download it now. I'm going to warn you all. This may be super loud. I don't know how loud this is going to be. When I play this, it could be incredibly loud. We'll find out together. But this is the kind of vibes we need bringing into this. Okay, it's the kind of atmosphere we want. Let's have a look. How loud is it going to be? We'll see. Right, we're going to play it here, and you're going to be able to see me slightly in the sideboard. See, hopefully it's not too loud. Get ready.
I absolutely beg. Please. Cresswell whips the ball across. Oh no.
Taken away by
Today!
That's the kind of vibes we want coming into this, okay? It's the kind of the atmosphere, the feelings, okay? That's what we're aiming for. Has Clips given me copyright approval? God, I hope. I also hope the Premier League don't kill me. Let's just hope it's fine. Hi from Perth. Good to see you, Matthew. Good to see you. That's the kind of vibes we want coming into this. That's the kind of atmosphere, the kind of excitement we want. Okay, that was just for a draw. We're going for a win today. When it comes to score predictions, I'm feeling. I said this on Two Spanners, One Hammer, the Hammer's Chat Patreon exclusive podcast yesterday. Thank you if you've watched it. I feel there's two scores. Okay. I feel like Spurs could win 2-1. I think Spurs are going to be sneaky. They're going to try and eke it out. They're going to try and play it defensively. We know what they're going to do. They've got a strong team to play counter-attacking football. And I think they're probably going to do that. In which case, I think a 2-1 is not a beyond possibility from them. But we've set up before. We're going for it. As Rob said on the thing yesterday, on Two Spanners yesterday, like a boxer, you meet them in the middle of the ring. You go for it. You find it. You at them. If we use my terminology and not boxing, you're at them, right? You go for it. And if we do that, which the lineup looks like we might do, don't get me wrong, we're going to play counter-attacking football. We're going to be defensive. But if you do that, all I'm saying is you might be able to eke something out. And in that case, I'm saying 3-2 West Ham. I'm saying 3-2 West Ham. It's a bold prediction. I don't think there's going to be 5 goals in this, but I think we've got it. I think we've got it. I really, really do. I really, really do. I'll take another 3-3, says Alan. Yeah, I mean, I can't act like I wouldn't. Be good for the views. Be good for the views. Charlie, what's your favorite baked good? Pie, sausage roll, pastry, dessert? It's a great question, Kirikos. I do love a sausage roll. When I go to Greg's, this is the Greg's order, right? This is how I'll break it down. This is the Greg's order. I go to Greg's. I get a cheese and ham baguette. I get a sausage roll, and I get a glazed ring donut. That's the Greg's order. Okay, that's the Greg's movement. Now, recently I've been getting the vegan sausage roll because I'll tell you what, I do actually like the vegan sausage roll a lot. But sausage roll of any kind is probably the choice. Logan Bowser, good to see you, my friend. Good morning, rocking up and late. Don't worry about it, my friend. Don't worry about it. You're never late, never late. You're exactly where you want to be. These early mornings are rough. They are for me as well. This doesn't seem like an early morning for me because I'm in London. It's very early for me. I'm a little disappointed we changed the lineup, but good for once for going for it 2-1 West Ham. That's what I'm saying. I think we've got it here. We're not as much as we are going to sit back and defend, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we're not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we're not going to do that. We are going for it. There is a bit of us here that is stepping to them, is saying, all right, let's see what we can do then. Let's go. Let's go, you know? I feel like we can do it. I feel like we can do this. I don't know why. There's a wave of confidence coming over me all of a sudden. There's a wave of confidence coming over me all of a sudden. Why do I pronounce baguette like that? See, I pronounce it the way it just comes to me, and then my girlfriend mocks me for it relentlessly, Ed. So you're not the only one. Has Ben Rama started a game since signing permanently? It doesn't feel like it, does it, Ollie? It doesn't feel like it. Bit of a weird one, but there we go. Life goes on. Has it started yet? Says Mason. No, it starts in 8 minutes. Kicks off at 12 o'clock UK time. It's live on Sky Sports, and it's live. You know what I mean? So we have that to come. That starts in 8 minutes, 7 minutes. If you're looking for a link for the game, of course, Discord in the link below, in the description below. Have a click on that. We'll have options for you. We will have options for you. I'm just pulling up the stream on my phone now, on Now TV, of course. There you go. Look, Now TV. Just pulling it up on my phone very quickly. Just in case I need to hear any last-minute team news, anything like that. To be fair, you'd probably tell me. So it's not that deep, but I'm doing it regardless. There we go. Where am I going to put this today? I'll put it here. It can live there for now. That's not stable at all. That's more stable. Everyone, please hit that like button. Thank you very much, Fo. Hey, if you're new around here, subscribe. We do watch-alongs every single game. We do tons of videos. Sometimes 2 a day on the main channel, plus another one on the forum channel, plus sometimes the second one on the forum channel. We do so much. We have the Patreon as well, but I'm just talking just that you can see for brand spanking free. That's not a phrase you ever say, but subscribe if you're new around here. Drop the like button because I appreciate it. It does good things for me. It does good things for the channel. It does good things for Geo Gonzo, but it does good things for my heart. If you like these videos, I really do appreciate it for everyone joining as well. So please, hey, love you. Love you, man. Do I rate Diop? I like Diop more than... can you tell us when we kick off so we can screen? Yes, I can, William. Yes, I can. I like Diop more than most, to be fair. I don't think he's in good form, but I think what he needs to be able to get into good form is to have a run of games. You know, I think in reality, the time we saw him play the best was when he was consistently in the squad, where he was consistently running, consistently moving, all of that good stuff. When he got taken out and he's dropping in and out, that's when it dropped. That's when the form dropped. And so for me, you have to look at it and you have to say, okay, if we want to get anything out of it, if we want to get anything out of him in terms of either performances or even money, if we're looking to sell him, he needs to get in the squad more. He needs to consistently play. That's my opinion. So when you look at the starting lineup today and you say Diop is starting with Dawson, I think that's the best thing for him to play alongside Dawson or Ogbonna, obviously. I'm not scared. I'm a bit like, well, part of me is a little bit scared, but I'm happy for him because I think he needs it. I do think he needs it. Let's him just take another crap like last. Yeah, that was really bad. Virgin Media been playing with my heart. Hopefully they've got their act together. It was a lot better last night, so we'll see. No. I feel like there will be a Lingard screamer, says Jamie, but also a Son screamer though. That's fair. I could see a Lingard absolute screamer in this game. I really could. F Todd, link description below, Discord. Click there. There's 5 different options for you to watch it, my friend. 5 different options. Let's call them dodgy links, shall we? They're there for you to check out, for you to absorb, for you to take and do with what you will. Trying to balance my phone. It's a nightmare. I'll do that after. Right, where are we at? Big up, Charlie. I'm struggling with this kickoff time. Same, Pete. I can't lie to you. Do we know how long or when will we be out for? I think a long time, Mr. Sheepshotter. I don't even think he's training yet, so I suspect a significant time. But if anyone in the chat has an exact date, then let me know, because I don't actually know an exact date. A real opportunity to cement our fight for Europe, so some hard games to come. I totally agree, Matthew. I totally agree. I think it's one of those ones where you look at it and you say, if we come out of this game looking rosy, I'm going to start believe we can finish as high up the table as possible. If that doesn't happen, we'll see. But I'm not going to be disappointed. I said this on the Discord. I was talking to Tom Ball about this in the Discord. I wouldn't be disappointed if we finished 9th from where we are. I would think, do you know what? That's a good building block for us. We've done well this season. But if we can get a good result here, if we can get a good result in the next couple of games, all of a sudden I would start to become disappointed. The teams are walking out now, just in case you're wondering. We've got 2.5 minutes until kickoff. Peach is in. Go on, Peach. How are you, my friend? Hope you're good. Jailings. Yes. Come on, you irons. People go Tottenham. Welcome, Criminal. I hope you're well. Give me your thoughts, Criminal, from a Tottenham perspective. How are you feeling? Ahead of the game? Are you confident in the boys? Are you happy with your lineup? Let me know. As the teams are being read out, I'll read them out once more as well. Again, why not? West Ham line up with Fabianski in goal, 4 at the back with Kufau, Dawson, Diop and Cresswell. Rice and Souček playing double pivot just behind Pablo Fornals, Lingard, Bowen and Mikel Antonio, who does indeed return for today. Spurs line up with Lloris, Tanganga, Dyer, Sanchez, Reguilon, Ndombele and Højbjerg in the middle with Lamela, Lucas, Son and Kane. Our bench, just in case you're wondering, Randolph and Martin, because you can never have enough goalkeepers. Johnson, Balbuena, Alves, because you can never have enough centre-backs. Noble, Lanzini, Benrahma, and Mipo Odubeku. Spurs' bench, just in case you need it. Hart, Alvaro, Davis, Doherty, Winks, Sissoko, Dele, Bale, and Vinicius. There we go. Come on, West Ham. Lots of confidence now. People getting hyped. I'm same as you, Charlie. I take the rest of this season as a bonus. Nice to enjoy it without the stress of relegation. That's kind of my vibe, you know. Look, if you've watched these for a long time, then you know I've never been a big Moyes guy. Okay, so for us to be in this position, I'm buzzing. I'm on cloud 9 right now. I'm like, oh my god, we've actually done it. If we hit 9th, then I'll be like, do you know what? That's a good season. That's better than I thought we were going to have. And that's a great building block with the 11 we've got. I reckon depth would probably be our undoing. But coming up against teams like this, I know everyone criticizes Moyes for his lineups in the big game. I know everyone criticizes Moyes for that stuff, and I totally understand. But for me, I actually trust him in the big games. I say he plays the style that's going to get us points in those games. Now, in the Cup, he shouldn't have played that. In the Cup, he should have gone for it. That was my problem with how he played against Man United, is he played it like a league game. He tried to get a draw. That's not what you need to do. You need to go for it. However, in games like this, if we can get points against big sides, now I think we've actually got more than a chance of getting 3 points here. But if we get points consistently against the big sides, all of a sudden it's looking good. And that's sort of what I trust. Ben D'Antonio, Hatchkin, what says Leon? Yeah, I'll take it, Leon. I'll take it. Would you have liked Saeed to start? Yeah, I probably would have. I understand why he's not. I understand why he's not, and I understand why he's not. But I would have preferred him to start. I would have wanted to see us go for it, all out attack. But I do understand. Down the left, I'm not as worried as down the right, but I do understand. Just to keep you updated where I am in terms of the match, the players are just about to. They're just about to take a knee. They're all sort of standing in position. They're ready to take a knee. They've taken a knee now. They've taken a knee. They're all back up. And we are underway. Kickoff has just happened. It's West Ham United. It's Spurs. It's live at the London Stadium. It's big. It's hype. And I've got a bit of confidence, which is usually a dangerous thing. Usually a very dangerous thing. As all things leads, ask Sub Bingo, everyone. Let's get it going, shall we? Sub Bingo is, of course, the game where we guess when David Moyes will finally make a substitution. It's a bit more difficult now, because it used to be like 85th minute every week. It's a bit more difficult now. He's got a bit wild with it. But Sub Bingo, let's get it going. Why not? Why not? I'm saying my classic, I'll say 69th minute. I'll say, who's on our bench? I'll say 69th minute, Lanzini for Lingard. Bold. Tanganga's first name is Jaffet, and I'm very happy about that. I can't lie. Right, will this live here? If this lives here, this will be much more beneficial to my life. Sorry, I'm still trying to balance my phone, everyone. I apologize. Because I watch it on Now TV. I have the Now TV mobile pass, which means I can watch Sky Sports Premier League on my phone because it's the cheapest way to do it because I'm poor. But it's always a pain in the ass because I have to find out where I can balance my phone. All right, let's have a look at these sub bingos. For Sheezy doing 69, we're always on the same wavelength when it comes to that. I can guarantee that. 32nd minute sub bingo. Not that I wish injury, but either I go big or go home. I respect it, Ed. I respect it. And do you know what? Not incorrect. It might happen. 65 minutes says Ben coming in. 76 mins. 72nd. No sub, says Richie. Bold. I love it. Bold, and I love it. 62nd minute says Peach. Ben Rama on 69th minute for 4 nows. That's fair. Now TV is a rip-off star. Yeah, it is, bruv. All the Premier League is a problem. All Premier League coverage is a problem. 75th minute says Duvet Dancer. I will score, says Mix Hale Antonio. I hope you do, my friend. I really hope you do. It'd be very nice if I saw. 60 minutes, Benny and Lanzini. A double in the 60th. It's 11 p.m. here in Australia. Good to see you, Nicholas. Good to see you. 6 minutes says 100 to me. I respect it. Spurs are starting with a good spell of possession here. Playing it in and around the box. Can't quite get a shot off. They're looking for that final ball. And now West Ham on the counter-attack. This is what it's going to be like. When they go, we're going to try and hit. We have to hit them quicker. Bowen, way too sluggish there. There was an opportunity. He didn't quite go for it. Didn't quite take that one. He could have, though. Maybe one too many touches. He just sort of ran into a bunch of Spurs players and slowed down because he didn't know what to do. And at that point, struggle. 3 minutes, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11. That's where we're at. Glenn. We can, Ed. I was waiting for the normal people to filter out, and now I can talk to you about it. For the men's chamber, hang on, no, wait. They're both. Hang on, no. Wait. The one for the chamber that has. Do you know what? Let me pull it up. I want to remember who's exactly in the chambers, because I feel like I'm forgetting instantaneously. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm forgetting. I know there's 2 men's chambers. That's why I got confused instantaneously. I said the men, and my brain went, "There's 2," and yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. For the one for the WWE Championship, I'm saying Drew retains. Ball over the top for Mikel Antonio, controls it in the area. It's a good opportunity for us here. Antonio looking to try and do anything, pulls it back. Souček, we're playing the ball around. Kufal, we know what's going to happen here. He's going to cross the ball. Regulon's trying to stop him. Oh, through his legs. Love that. Kufal charges through. Bowen. That's a great ball. It's in! It's in! Mikel Antonio gets the go-ahead. Mikel Antonio is 1-0. It was scrappy, and I don't care. I will 1,000% take it. My God, Mikel Antonio has got the goal. Flipping heck. It's scrappy af. The ball's out on the right. Kufal's trying his hardest to get the ball in. It ends up bobbling back, basically, essentially, to Jared Bowen, who puts in a cross into a really good position, to be fair. Antonio stretching out, gets the original hit. It's straight at Lloris. It hits him. And then Mikel Antonio, with the follow-up, just kicks it in, easy as. Oh, yes. Yes, 1-0, early. Jose Mourinho, get in the bin. Am I going to regret saying that? Potentially, but I don't care. I've said it now. It's West Ham United 1. It's Tottenham 0. Oh. It's scrappy, but I do not care. I will take a scrappy goal all day, all night. It's West Ham 1. It's Spurs 0. Early. The London Stadium. There we go. We'll replace that. Let's put this in here. Oh, I don't have permission. Why? My Photoshop started doing this thing where, for some reason, it just says I don't have permission to overwrite files. I do. I made them. Antonio, not a striker. Okay, all right, Ed. All right, Ed. Score 1. Fair enough, mate. Glad I got up. Good to see you, Wally. Glad you got. Come on, 1-0. 1-0. I don't know what to do with myself now. I wasn't expecting a goal so early. Where did I save the thing? I saved it. Mate. An early Mikel Antonio. Scenes. Absolute scenes. It's West Ham United 1. It's Spurs 0. Come on. Right. Oh, hype. Yes. Hoping McIntyre wins tonight simply because he's put my family's surname on the map. McIntyre will supreme. That's fair. I think McIntyre will win. And then in the other one, who's confirmed for the other one? We have it for the Universal Championship. We've got Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan for the match later that night. I could see Cesaro. Reckon Cesaro. Yeah, I'm going to say Cesaro. I'm going to back Cesaro with that, I think. Yeah, I could see it, though. I'm also very scared Lacey Evans going to beat Asuka, but still, we'll move on. Souček is king. He is king. I agree. Souček is a wonderful man. Come on. Mate, we've scored. Come on, early. And we're on the pressure again. Bowen can't quite get it in, mate. We're gunning for him here. We're gunning for him. You love to see it. You love to bloody well see it. I really hope the copyright didn't get us earlier. Three and 10, then concede 3 in the last 8. Shh, Alan. Shh. Let's all remain excited. Let's remain excited. I have not seen Raw. Thank you. My heart is a lot happier. Having said that, I did hear that Lacey was pregnant, so I should have known, but I have not seen Raw. I don't know why it didn't clock there, but I have not seen Raw. I've been too busy this week. I'm in a tiz, mate. I'm in a tiz. Listen, if you're hyped like I am, subscribe, like the video. Come on. Yeah, I was. Sorry about that. I would say sorry. I'm not sorry, but at the same time, I'm sorry. Sorry. Arsenal fan circle. You love to see it. Wake up to Spurs losing once again. Good morning, Ray. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Mate, come on. Make me hype for later on this evening. What were your chamber predictions this foe? Drew McIntyre for the first one, obviously, and the second one, I reckon Cesaro. I reckon Cesaro's got it. Out of Jey Owens, I could see winning it. Daniel Bryan, I could see winning it, but I think it'll be Cesaro. I'm also very excited for that. There's a lot of my boys in that match. There's a lot of my boys in that match. Late to the pot. Where is it? There we go. Willie plays. Late to the pot with 1 up already. Come on, you guys. Come on. Get involved. Get involved. Welcome. Welcome. I somehow managed to wake up on time. I don't know how yet. Don't know how. Do you know what? We're starting brightly here, and I don't know. Tottenham, I don't want to say struggling, but they're not dealing with it great. Mikel Antonio does really well there. He's charging forward. He's got Lingard to his left. He's got Bowen to his right. He finds Lingard, takes maybe a touch too far, tries to dink it across. Just wide. Just wide. Mikel Antonio, he collected the ball and Lingard was out through the left-hand side. He manages to find him well enough, maybe a little bit in his feet, but I'll tell you what, Lingard does well to try and pop off a little cheeky shot under pressure. Lloris wouldn't have got to it, but couldn't keep it on target. Hello, James. I've read this ahead and I'm going to answer it. Hello, mate. I absolutely love your work. Just wondered what your thoughts are on Fake Taxi. Whether you've ever watched it and whether you think John is a big lad or average. Of course I've watched it. Yep, I've watched it. I assume that's the name of the bloke in the Fake Taxi driver himself. I've never known his name, so it's good to know the lore behind it. He's a big lad. He's a big lad. Don't like his business model. Not sustainable, but he does his thing. He does his thing. He does his thing. Reckon the thing will return tonight? I mean, I suspect so. Return tonight, set up something for the Mania, I guess. That'd be my gut. That would be my gut. He'll probably return in the flipping chamber, won't he? There'll probably be some nonsense for Randy. I don't know. We'll see. I suspect that. West Ham till I die. Good. I'm glad to see you, Hannah. Good to see. I think Lingard should have cut it back. That's fair. That's a fair thing. I think he probably could have as well. I respect him trying to do something a bit and just dink it into that corner, but at the same time, that's totally fair. That's 100% totally fair. Bowen needs to sort out his first touch. That's 3 times he's given it away now. Yeah, he's not. He's not in the same form he was last season. And I'm sort of at this point hoping he can get back to that form. I often think when players first come in, they hit the ground running, but then after that, it's a struggle. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what will happen. But I don't know. I'm starting to lose a little bit of faith in Bowen. I can't lie to you. Oh, Kane wide. Jeffrey, I missed everything. Can you catch me up? Is Antonio world class? Of course, Jeffrey's world class. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. It was a scrappy goal. I can't lie. The ball came across, ball crossed in from the right hand side from Bowen into a very good position. Antonio in behind. One of those ones, where someone volleys it, but they're sort of, if this is their legs, they're sort of like stretched like that, jumping. So he just sort of nudges it off Lloris, and then he's the first to react to just punt it in. They can't do it fast. So of course he is, but yeah, it was a scrappy goal, but we will take it all day. 12 minutes in, sitting pretty. 1-0. I wish Liverpool played like the Hams. Says Mel Wood. The training ground has arrived. Liverpool's training ground's in the chat. Good to see you, buildings. I hope you're well. It's funny. I wish West Ham played like Liverpool. It's what it is. Boot has joined the chat. Boot. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Kane could play a complete wanker. Well, I think he scuffs way too many of his shots. Do you know, in celebration of this 1-0, just because I don't know how long this is going to last, I'm going to eat a Baby Bell. Now, I want you all to get excited for this because I like Baby Bells. I'm going to have a Baby Bell and I'll describe this experience essentially to do. Flag stays down. Bowen. Oh, my God. Bowen. Another good opportunity. To be fair, that was very difficult for him to control. But at the same time, my God, man. My God. Ready for this. Look at the peel of the wax. What time to be alive? To be fair to Bowen, that was a lot more difficult to control than it looked. I mean, coming at him very fast from high, in behind, he has all the pressure in the world on him. But at the same time, struggle. Struggle, but baby bell. What a time to be alive. Know what I mean? Baby bells. Excellent cheese. I need to reacquaint myself with a cheese string, but as of now, I'm really enjoying this baby bell. It's like a mini Edam. You know what I mean? Like a mini Edam. Antonio and I are playing at win back. Yeah, he's he's moving around a bit, isn't he? I think he's just covering. You know what it's like with under David Moyes. I think everyone works for each other and tries to cover each other. That's how he wants his team to play, and I think that is. It is. Never liked cheese string. To be fair, I don't remember if I like cheese string. I'm just saying because I've only just got reacquainted with baby bells this week because we bought a pack off eBay, off Amazon. So I reacquainted myself with them, and I was like, "This is excellent." So I want to retry the cheese string to see if they are next level. You know. Okay. Breakfast eaten. Corner played in. Tottenham, this dangerous. Someone clear it. Just someone clear it. Just someone clear it. Shot. Blocked. And it's away. Jesse Lingard did well to just get the ball there, but flipping heck. Flipping heck. Just someone get rid. Get rid. Baby Bell slaps. Thank you very much. Baby Bell slap. Holy moly. Thomas Souček is, I saw someone actually mention this. Where was it? Souček, blood all over his face. Souček bleeds claret and blue. He bleeds a lot of red. What's happened here? From the corner. Oh, him and Tanganga. They each go up for a header and they just clash heads in the air. I tell you what, fair play to Thomas Souček, who, after clashing heads with Tanganga, got straight back up and went for it again. Just made sure he could get the block of the ball as Tanganga was just lying on the floor. And then the second the whistle went, he just held himself. He was like, "Oh my god, that was bad." I really hope he's okay. I don't even know who I'd sub on for him. That's the thing. Let's look at the bench. Who have we got? We have Randolph, Martin, Johnson, Balbuena, Alves, Noble, Lanzini, Benrahma, Odbeku. I'd be tempted to bring on Benrahma, you know. I Noble's the obvious option, but I'd be tempted to bring on Benrahma and then put Fornals in the middle. That's a bit risky, though. That is a bit risky. I really hope he can stay on. I really hope he can stay on because I said this on Two Spanners yesterday on the Patreon exclusive podcast. Two Spanners, One Hammer. He's the most vital. There's two irreplaceable players in this squad for me, and one's Antonio and the other one's Souček. And I'm really concerned about it. We'll see. He's got a thing. He's holding onto his head at the moment. People saying he thinks he's back on. Is he allowed back on? Headbutt his handshake and check. Fair. He ran off the pitch expecting to come back on. A quick stitch. Get the staple gun out. Just something. The magic sponge. Wipe it all up. I really hope he stays on because it's going to be bad. And Gonzo has brought himself in. Hello, Gonzo.
I am the blood substitute, the concussion substitute. They do actually have in rugby, they've got something called a blood substitute, which is exactly for what should be happening now, by the way. I just want to say this will not be concussion because it's not that part of the head. It's on the brow. So this is not going to be an area of concern for them. But the idea in rugby for a blood substitute is that you bring somebody on just while the guy has the stitches. That's what I expect to happen. Obviously, there's no substitutes. We've just got to sit back and keep it tight. And then, I do expect Souček to have the stitches, though, Charlie. Sorry, I'm not watching you. I'm watching the game.
I appreciate it.
With squeaky bum, so he needs to go on and so he'd be stitching him really quickly and getting back on the pitch because I actually think he's been pivotal so far. He's been bossing it, I feel, in midfield.
I think he's pivotal every game. I said this on Spanners yesterday. I think we have two irreplaceable players. One's Antonio and one's Souček. I don't think there's another. If we sold Souček, I can't name a player who plays like him. Off the top of my head, at top level football, I can't go, here's someone who can just walk into Souček's role. Someone who can get forward like that, head of the ball
Mm.
like that, who's our top goal scorer, but also, like you say, can do the defensive. I can't think of another off the top of my head like that. It's insane.
What minutes are you on the game?
1928.
Okay, I'm 1937. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, isn't it? I do agree with what you say there. He is very, very important. I just wanted to get back onto the pitch now. Really, it's fun. It's funny one. It's a funny one, Charlie. With this, the goal going in like that was magnificent, and because I mean, there's two things. Firstly, just before that, Bowen had gone on a run. He should have released the ball. He got caught in possession, but then he put over the cross, 2 bites of the cherry, and it was a bit of a mix-up from them. But just before Souček got injured, then Fabianski had another flap. He's almost doing, and he's been in brilliant form recently because he's been doing a couple of, some really good saves in every match. But he's having a one flap a game at the moment, and hopefully it didn't cost us. But I just want to see him back, really, mate. But that was it. I just thought I'd pop on, say hello.
Yeah, hello. Nice. It's a good team, my friend. Good team. Do you know what I really like? Do you know what I like about Souček as well? Do you notice when the clash of heads happened, Tanganga stayed down and was holding his head and whatever, obviously, because problems. Souček got straight back up to try and block the ball. Then once the whistle went, oh my God, and then went down. Name another player in the Premier League who would do that.
It's that old Terry Butcher. It's that old Terry Butcher type thing, isn't it? If it's that Terry Butcher, Stuart Pearce, Paul Ince thing, which is carrying on with the bloodied shirt. Sorry, Rob saying we only need 10 men. I see there. I mean, this is crazy. Actually, we've been looking pretty good. And I'll tell you what, the question was: is Antonio fit? He looks it.
Yeah, he doesn't look unfit at all. He looks like he's up for it, which is good. I think probably part of that was maybe resting him last week, like you said earlier. Him not starting, despite the fact he was doing runs and everything, it maybe helped him a little bit here to the extent where he's just a little bit up. Yeah. Gonzo, before you do anything else, I don't want you to go just yet. Give me how you feeling now? We started brightly. What's your score prediction now? Quick update.
Okay, yeah. How am I feeling now? Nervous, really nervous because we're in the lead, but we are a good team. We really do. I feel. I'll tell you what I feel, and it's easy to say this now because the game is in its infancy still. 22 minutes, I feel proud, actually, to be honest, Charlie. I feel proud of this squad. I really do. That players like Fornals can come in and play like that, and I just think it's absolutely magnificent that Diop can slot into the back line. I understand my words could look silly because they can score a goal, and it could be Diop's fault that we score a goal. But we miss these key players, and other guys come in and they perform well, and they swap positions, and for a little bit. There was, the situation where Antonio was on the left and for goodness sake, and Bowen was up front. Oh my goodness, squeaky bum, but it's all right. 15 seconds, you'll have a squeaky bum.
I can see what you're talking about.
Score prediction. I want to get, as long as Souček's key, obviously, as we just discussed, getting back on the pitch. We can win this. I don't know about score prediction, but that's really all that's important. We can win this. We got the goal. The longer this goes on, he's back. He's back.
Good.
Souček's back. Which is good. The longer this goes on while we're winning, the worse it becomes for Tottenham. By the way, because they are going to be. I love you too, Major. Morning, Faulty. Morning, Major. Morning, Faulty. If you know what I'm talking about there. The longer this goes on, the worse it is for Tottenham. Basically, they are the team that are lower down. If they lose this game, Tottenham, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it for them. They are. Look, I don't mean that's it. They can win the Europa League and they can win the FA Cup if they, that is still open to them. But that is what they will have to concentrate on because the league will be over. They will struggle to catch the top four. That they probably won't even catch us this season if we win this. But Mora is worrying me. With a ball, you can't ever. Even when Kane had that shot, he's such a good player, Charlie. Has a ferocious technique, doesn't he? When he strikes the ball, it's done with such technique and power. I know that one sort of faded to the right a little bit. Son is a constant menace. They got some great players. They really do. But how it only takes those great players to be mentally 5% down, 10% off their game, which they might be because of the way the club is. And then that becomes really hard if they're playing against if they're playing against a team who are lesser talented like us, but are 100% at it. I'm just sorry. I like I like this. I mean, where is it? I am old, aren't I? I'm the only prick old enough to know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I'm gonna go, mate. I'm gonna go.
All right, thank you for popping on. Good head knowledge there. You know, good.
Yeah, I know about the concussion. Do you want to know something? Actually, the club sort of by a third party tried to get in touch with me after I wrote an article in Claret and Hugh about concussion, about the head stuff, and why I felt West Ham had got it wrong. And some other third party at the club tried to get in touch with me. Unlucky. And I was sort of stead because it's one thing I do know about. I don't start speaking about it willy-nilly, as they say.
Well, I mean, you obviously you watch MMA and all that sort of stuff, and rugby has different protocols and stuff. So you're more learned man than I am. You're a more learned man than I. I only know about it because I listened to a podcast with Christopher Nowinski, who was a former wrestler who had to retire because of concussions and everything else, and now is just one of the leading concussion people in the US. And he did an interview with Tifo on their podcast, which was really good about us. So I've only just started to really learn about all this stuff. So I appreciate you're bringing an expert eye to face
the key is, as with this concussion, is something called the SIS. That is why it exists. Is the SIS, which is a secondary impact syndrome. In essence, you can have a blow to the head. What happens then is your brain swells up. So the space between basically your grey matter and your skull is reduced. At that point, basically, when you in essence have a head trauma. Now, your brain is doing what it's meant to do at that point, but what you can't do is get a secondary impact, because then that can cause the long-term damage. So that's why it's really important you get them off straight away. And that was my criticism, to get them off at half time. No, you get them off straight away. Anyway, look, there's a corner. There's a corner. I'll stay with you for the corner, not to us, to Tottenham. Come on, you.
Well, you got me excited.
No, it's a free kick. It's a free kick.
Even a corner.
No, it's a corner.
It's a free kick.
It's not. Just hold on. Let's just
praise him for the information.
Kill him. No, good. No, you're all right. Relax. You'll see in 10 seconds' time. I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.
See you later. Gonzo there, bringing all of the knowledge about concussions and none of the knowledge about what a corner and what a free kick looks like. You love to see it. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us, Gonzo. Where is it? John Pfeiffer, check the Discord link below, my friend. There are 5 free links to watch it for you there. I assume you are also John Michelle. I'm not going to kick you, mate. I'm not going to kick you. Don't worry. Discord link below. I hope you won. Kill it. It was very aggressive, wasn't it? It's not a vibe I bring. It's not a vibe I bring. Woke up early in the States and saw that we were 1-0 up. Love to see it, M. Love to see it. It was a crap free kick, Inex. It was a crap free kick. Right. We are 28 minutes in. We are still 1-0 up, and we're looking good for it. I don't want to speak too soon. Obviously, Tottenham are a good side. Tottenham can do a lot of good things in very quick succession. That front line, when they do hit on the counter, is scary. But having said that, I feel like we're in a good position here. I feel like we're dealing with that well. We're not letting them. You know, a lot of, if we're being perfectly honest, a lot of sitting back. But that's okay. We're allowed to do that. You know, as long as it's a situation in which we can successfully hold them back, which I think we've been pretty good at. We can hold people at bay. Then I'm feeling good so far. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fine. It's Muse, isn't it? Feeling good. Well, it was probably someone else first, but I'm singing the Muse version. Just passing the ball around. Have faith, Gonzo. You know, I'm sort of more confident than Gonzo is as well. You know, I can't lie to you. I'm sort of more confident. It's like, Should we take? It's a good question. Should we take more positive that we're getting more crazes in here? See, it's a sign that with Champions League spots if things stay the same. I just take it as the views are fine. You know, when the views are good, that means we get people in here who go a bit wild. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. That's all I want, really. You know, my job is to make this as good as possible. And so if more people are watching it, in my head, I'm doing a good job. That's what I'm aiming for, anyway. That's what I'm aiming for. Are we playing well, Alan? I think we are. We're not going wild up front. We're not running wild. We've had 2 shots so far. One of them obviously went in. The other one was Jesse Lingard, I think. Apparently, according to Squad, they don't even count the Jesse Lingard one. So it's 2 shots, both Antonio. And Tottenham have had 4. We've had 26% possession. It's not been like a steaming success from that point of view, but I think we're playing well. We're holding them back. We're holding them at bay, and we've had the better chances. We've scored, obviously, but outside of that, we've had the better chances. It's just a case of taking them now. I think we're playing well. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. Correct me if I'm wrong. Watching from Wales is truth. Love that. Whereabouts? I've been there once. It was a very nice place. I wish to go back. Can't believe Michael Jackson did a cover of Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? Shocking. I'm going to say this now. It's Alien Ant Farms. It's the better cover. Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm is better than Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. Also, Movies by Alien Ant Farm is a low key banger, bro. And just like the movie, amazing. What a song. Forget it. Spuds are looking clueless. This is what I mean. They're not entirely here. They're not entirely here. You know, it's not happening yet. It's not quite happening yet. We've gotten back here. Sanchez giving away a free kick. We've got a free kick in a dangerous area. You're looking at it. I don't know if can Souček head with the things with the tings. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But Cresswell and Lingard are standing over it. I suspect Cresswell's going to swing this one in. This is a great opportunity for a goal. We've got a lot of good headers in there. We've got Dawson, we've got Diop, we've got Souček, we've got Rice, we've got Antonio. It's played in, headed high and wide, saved by Lloris. Okay. Nothing there. Discord is a balls that sends you around in circles, says Ham Utd. Just click on it. You click on the little green thing, which allows you to accept the rules, which is just something you got to do. But it's free. And then in stream links, there is 5 options for you. I hope you, if you need help, there are mods in there to help you out. Evening. Hairy hands, Harry. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're well. What time is it here? It's 12:44 here. You're like 2 minutes behind. I am, Nathan. I am watching on Now TV on my phone, which is always slightly behind. For some reason, I don't really know why the bandwidth is like that, but it is. Arthur's just said Mourinho's been talking to it, and I can see that now. He's just Craig Pawson's just gone straight towards Mourinho, who is having a big old shout. I do like when you have a manager like Jose Mourinho who's trying to act all big and tough, and the referees are just like, look, chill. And he's like, no, I won't chill. Chill. Like, you're never going to win an argument against the ref. Why are you having one? It's just never going to happen. Never going to happen. Souček just getting checked to again, just making sure that his face is okay. It's a beautiful man. We don't want it ruined. Don't want it ruined whatsoever. Just checking 6 shots now for Tottenham. I mean, look, the thing is, how many of those are on target? No shots on target for Tottenham. That's what I'm saying. They might be having more shots, but they're not as dangerous as they look. There's a lot of blocks happening. We've got a lot of people back. Mourinho is getting out Mourinho at this point, but we'll see how it goes. Bobby Harrington, how can I watch this game in the Discord link below, my friend? Click on there, accept the rules with the little green thing. That's just a formality. 5 links, stream links. Click on there. There's 5 different ones for you to watch. If one's not working, check the next one, you know. Have a gander. If you need help, there are mods in the Discord for you to help you out. Spurs have been firing from behind every time we get the ball. It's part of the game. Mourinho does like being told that it's illegal. Yeah. Good opportunity. Regulon headed away. Ooh, Lingard trying to stop it, but it's sort of fallen into a bad position. Cresswell just looking forward, trying to get it out. Craig Pawson, so close to the perfect name. Just one off. Just one off. You hate to see it. You know what I mean? So close yet so far. Icarus, close to the sun. All of these other things. You know? Just sad. I'm just sad. Anyway, what's for lunch? You know, don't know yet, actually. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest with you. I woke up 5 minutes before the stream started, or 10 minutes before the stream started. I grabbed my breakfast, which I ate while Geo and Gonzo were talking, apart from the baby bell, which I was just had a banana and an orange. I'm thinking bacon sandwich. That's what my brain is currently vibing as bacon sandwich. After this, go make a bacon sandwich, maybe. Celebrate a win. What's everyone else feeling? Got leftover Chinese? That's fair. What's everyone else having for lunch? Let me know. Let me know. Leftover Chinese. What did you have for Chinese? That's important. That's important. It's important. You know, it's important. Dream start for West Ham. Moyes is doing wonders at West Ham. If you told West Ham fans they would be Europe contenders under Moyes at the start, they would have laughed. He proved a lot wrong. I mean, yeah, I would have laughed. I can't lie to you, mate. I would have. I'll straight up put it out there. I would have laughed. If someone had told me we would be European contenders at this point in the season, I would have laughed. I would have been like, no. And yet here we are. Here we are doing bits. And the hype is real. I'm starting to believe right now. I'm starting to believe that we could actually do it. Don't know why. Christ, don't know why. Bakersani, what sauce? Ketchup. 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 It's the only sauce we have in the house, but still ketchup would have been my preference anyway. That's why it's the only sauce we have in the house. Hot cross buns. I do like a hot cross bun. I would like a hot cross bun right about now. I quite fancy a chip bite. Always beautiful. Do you do just the bacon by itself? Always put an egg in it. No, just bacon by itself for me, Kyrikos. I like the idea of putting an egg in there. I can't lie to you, but just bacon by itself. Bacon, bread, tomato sauce. Dawson. Was it Larice or was it Bar? Was it Larice or was it Bar? Was it Larice or was it Bar? Corner comes in. I think it was Larice, actually. Corner comes in. Dawson rises up. Well, Dawson, it was going in as well. Larice has to stop it. Big Craigie, come on. Craigie Dawson. That was a chant for Craig Dawson. Secondary corner here. Whipped in. Header from Diop. Flashed across, no one there. Bowen tries to stop it, can't. Tries to stop it, can't. Underrated. Unlucky. Big Craigie close here. Greg's brunch. Oh, Jordan, what are you having from Greg's? Love that. Do I know why the badge on the corner flag is different to the badge on the kit? The badge on the kit is because it's our 125th anniversary. So we got the 125th anniversary kit badge on the flags. I suspect our owners just didn't buy new ones. Like, for example, up there, we have the normal badge. But on like thumbnails and stuff, we use the 25th one, the 125 anniversary. Is why. There you go. Why is that not the 125 one, you ask? Favorite fast food franchise? I mean, would you include Greg's in that conversation? If you would, I would say Greg's. I can't lie to you. I would say Greg's. I love Greg's. But if you're not including them, I mean, McDonald's is a classic, you know. McDonald's is a classic, but I can't lie to you. If I'm having I do prefer KFC. I eat McDonald's more, but probably a KFC. I love a KFC, and I do love a bacon double cheeseburger XL meal from Burger King. You know, you live in England. I do indeed live in England, Era Gaming. I do indeed live in England. I live in London. The ends. Another good opportunity. I say good opportunity. We're not quite getting the numbers forward we need. When we do try to counterattack, we don't quite have the amount of people in the attacking positions we need. It requires the sort of the right situation for us to successfully do it. That's why we've only had 3 shots. But when we do get forward, we're creating better opportunities, and I think we have had the better chances. That's my gut feeling so far in this game. Tottenham obviously having the lion's share of possession. They're at 68% currently. They've had more shots. They've basically been dominating, but I think that's part of the plan. Again, we've good interception here. Good interception here going forward. Played it in, was looking for anyone, just a poor pass. It's tough. It's tough. You want more from it. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this game, I feel like we've just got, I don't know. I just think this game is ours now. It's ours. It's ours to control. We just have to keep at it. And it's a case of trying to find, when we do counterattack, trying to find the right pass. We have to be more killer with these things because we're not doing it enough right now. We're not doing it enough. We're struggling here. There we go. Lingard plays out to, I think, Declan Rice. Declan Rice then taken down. 2 separate West Ham players taken down in 2 separate moments there. Trying to get my thing to zoom in. There we go. Paulson's gone back and given a yellow card to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I think is his full name. Pierre-Emile? I think. For the initial tackle on Lingard, which was just... He might have just slipped, actually, to be fair to him. I'm looking at it. I don't know. It was just clumsy and stupid, wasn't it? It was just clumsy and stupid. A second yellow card for Tottenham. Lamella's gone 1. And now it is Pierre-Emile. Yes, knowledge. And Højbjerg is on a yellow as well. On a yellow. Hang on. Subway for dinner. I just love Subway. I can't lie to you. I do love Subway. Subway is great. Subway is excellent. There was something I want to see. Here it is. Vegan sausage rolls. Try them, says Alan. I agree. The vegan sausage rolls at Greg's, I really do like. Sometimes I buy them. I'm not even vegan, but sometimes I do buy them. I was vegetarian for most of lockdown until I moved here in October. But I do really like the vegan sausage roll. I can't lie to you. I love KFC. I decided to propose to my wife when I had KFC once. It focuses the mind. That's what you want to do. You need to focus in your mind's eye. Do you know what I mean? And that it does do that. It does do that. More comment. Lamella hits it. Fabianski collects it fairly safely. Lamella struck it. Pinged it. Fabianski, safe hands. Good opportunity for Tottenham again. They're creating it. And you know what? I like that from Lamella. It was early. He tried something a bit different. Fabianski equal to the task, but he just hits it first time. Tries to swerve it around with his left foot into the bottom corner, but Fabianski equal to it. We didn't have much power. It was good placement, not much power. Couldn't quite get there, but close. 1-1. Not 1-1, sorry. 1-0 still. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Son on the outside. I mean, Tottenham are really dominating here. Tottenham are really dominating. We have the ball very rarely, and when we do, we're not doing enough with it. We're not doing enough with it. Another booking for Tottenham here. A third yellow card. It's now Reguilon who has a yellow. Reguilon was trying to charge forward, and it's just for a push on Jared Bowen. I think, to be honest with you, I think probably, I don't know if that should be a yellow card, but I think at this point, Craig Pawson's just telling Tottenham players to just stop. You've had your boardings and now you're all getting yellows because there is a lot of them going around right now. Good to see you, Era Game. Hope you're well. They are getting a lot of yellows right now. They're getting a lot of yellows right now. We're in a see. This is the thing. When we get forward, we need to make the most of these opportunities, and we're not getting many of them, but we need to. So here, for example, we've got thrown on the right hand side. Kufal to take. He tried to do it around the back to Bowen. Sanchez just cuts it out, and it's a corner. We need to do something from this corner. We don't need to. We're in the lead. We're 1-0 up. I don't need to get too shook about this, but we aren't doing enough when we do have the ball. We aren't doing enough when we do have the ball. We're not being as clinical as we need to. We're not getting that final pass off, and even the first pass off. That's pretty much a problem. Charlie, would you class a burger as a sandwich? It's 2 bits of bread. Yes, I would contain it. I would. Yeah, I would just class it as. I would just class it would be under the umbrella of sandwich. It would be under the umbrella of sandwich. Corner free from Bowen. Safe from Lloris. Safe from Lloris. We need to do more. Yes, I would consider a burger a sandwich. I think it's under the class of sandwich. It's a type of sandwich. Do you know what I mean? I would. Now, hot dogs. Hot dogs are a question. Are hot dogs a sandwich? I would say no. Benny on at half time. See, do you know what, Lawrence? I agree. I don't know. I haven't noticed Fornals too much. Let's see what Fornals has done. We're looking at stats here. He's made 2 tackles, to be fair to him. He's made 2 tackles. I don't know. I don't know who I'd bring him on for is the problem. Could maybe see an argument for maybe bringing him on for Bowen and then putting Ben Rama on the left, knowing that Reguilon's had a lot of the ball. Maybe it counts as Son, but to be honest, we've got sort of counted them out relatively well. Pardon me, 3 times there. I don't know. But I think we need someone like Ben Rama on, someone who can do something a bit more, because all too often our players are getting snuffed out and the pass is just not happening. I think you want a player with like close control like Ben Rama on the pitch to do something a bit special from that. Lingard is playing much deeper than usually the person in the centre would. So, and I wouldn't take him off because he's one of the ones who I think has actually done quite well. And we've looked at him very frequently to try and get out of positions like we're in now. Tottenham piling on. Kane hits it. Fabianski saving and cleared away from Diop. These are the situations where we're snuffing them out relatively well, but Tottenham are just peppering our goal with shots. Peppering them. Right now, this is like one of those games you play online on FIFA where the opponent has 1 shot and you have like 45 and then they win 1-0. It's a bit like that right now. Tottenham completely in control of this game, taking shots constantly. I think they've got 9 now, 8 or 9. Bloody hell. The replay took too long and it came across and the ball was flashing in. I thought it was a goal. Eric Dyer with the header. Corner came in. Dyer gets to the front post, heads it. Yeah, it's a terrible header, actually, to be fair. I don't know who I'd bring him on for, but I do like the idea of bringing Ben Rama on to try and get just a bit more, just get us a bit more on the ball, little wriggle out of spaces when he's surrounded by a couple of players. I think that's the right thing to do. I just don't know who I would do it for as of yet. Defensively, we're doing well. We're just a bit pinned back, and it's about how to convert from defense to attack well enough here, because we're not doing it well enough right now, in my opinion. Yeah, wrong, incorrect, dangerously so. And joining us now for half time, it's Geo Mackie. Geo, first question: are burgers a sandwich?
No.
Okay.
The burgers. Don't know.
Okay, give me a shot. How do you feel we're playing?
Oh, mate, I'm buzzing at half time. The thing is, I don't even think we've been playing the best game that we've played yet. I still think we've got another couple of gears to go. I think defensively, I think we're fantastic. I think Issa Diop's been outstanding in the first 45 minutes. I think that's the best performance I've seen from him in a long, long time. I think going forward, I think we're not that good. I think a couple of players haven't been at the best going forward, but I still feel comfortable, to be honest with you. I'm delighted at half time, but I think there's room for improvement, which makes me even more excited and even more confident.
Yeah, I agree. I think defensively we've been really good. We were just discussing the idea of bringing Ben Rama on at half time, for example, along with the burgers and sandwich debate. We were talking about Ben Rama coming on, which I would like to see because I think our problem right now is transitioning from defense to attack. I think defensively we're looking good. We're looking solid. I'm happy with how we're doing it. They're having a lot of shots, but the majority of them are getting blocked and we're just like compressed. It's like none of their shots. I don't even know how many are on target now. I know at one point they had no shots on target. They've had 2 shots on target now. Like out of the 10 they've had, 2 have been on target because we've compressed a lot, we've blocked a lot, we've done really well defensively. It's just about converting defense to attack. And I like the idea of bringing Ben Rama on because he can wriggle out of those spaces. Like there was a couple of times there when Bowen, for example, ran into just a dead end of Tottenham players and didn't have anything more to stop him. And I'm like, maybe I want that. The problem is I look at this side and I think, I don't know who you'd substitute out. I think everyone's doing their roles to get it defensively correct. So who the heck would you even begin to take off? To think about bringing Ben Rama on. I couldn't figure it out. Like, I just have no idea. I'm happy because I think, like you say, if we can figure out that final piece of converting defense to attack, ooh, big. What do you think Mourinho's thinking going into halftime?
I think he'll be saying, listen, Reguilón's getting lots of space down the left. Let's keep using it more and more and more and more. We had this problem in the first game, the reverse fixture. We've got the same problem again. Soufal's clearly been told to man mark Son, which I understand, makes sense. But Son goes inside the pitch, Soufal goes with him. There's a massive gap on the left, which Reguilón just drifting into. And Jared Bowen can't go and man mark him. Jared Bowen's got to stay sort of halfway between Rice and Reguilón. So Spurs are just pinging the ball out to him all the time. And before you know it, the guy's had 2 touches before Jared Bowen's even got close to him. It's tricky, really. I think we need to sort that. I think they've got nothing coming down their right, Tottenham. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
They don't have a right back. I think I expect to see Matt Doherty come on very quickly. I think I'd be surprised if that's not a halftime substitution. If I was Mourinho, I'd be taking on Doherty for Tangana because they need to spread the game. I guess they're very lopsided, Tottenham, but Lamela. He's in Harry Kane's way. Kane can't come and get the ball from deep like he normally does because that's where Lamela's stood. He needs to get Lamela out of there. He doesn't necessarily have to sub him off, but he needs to move him somewhere else on the pitch so Kane can drop in and get the ball.
What do you think about the idea then of taking, say, Ben Rama on for Bowen and then moving Fornals out to the right?
And Bowen and Fornals are the 2 that we're looking at here because they've both been wasteful. Jared Bowen's very lucky that Antonio scored that goal. Well, he's not lucky. It was a fantastic cross, but it's the only thing he's done. He keeps running into Tottenham players. Saying that, he's got a left back on a yellow card. He's done about 4 fouls in the first half or something regular. I'd like us to have a go at him. Now, you shouldn't be looking to try and get an opponent sent off. But what you should be doing is looking to attack opponents that are on yellow cards that cannot tackle you. Essentially, if you run past him, he's got to let you run past. Otherwise, he's getting sent off. So is Bowen the man to do that? Or should we be looking to get Ben Rama on the right? Or should we be looking at Lingard over to the right or something? Don't know. But the thing is, we've got their left back on a yellow card. We need to capitalise on that. We need to go up against him and test him out because he keeps coming forward. So let him come forward to some extent because that's where the space is. He's desperate. He can't touch us. Attacking wise, I'd like to see us exploit our right hand side in the second half.
What would you? Here's one for you specifically. You think Spurs going to get a red in the second half? Would you bet on it?
Yes.
If you to bet on who?
Possibly Højbjerg. I think Reguilón will get subbed. I think he'll sub him. Davies will be on the bench. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if he subs Ben Davies and Tangana at half time. But I think Højbjerg will probably play the 90 minutes regardless, and therefore I think he's most likely because the game's going to get more and more counter-attacking for West Ham, which is right in his territory. The yellow card was a stupid one that he got, but it suits us. It suits us really. They've got 3 players on a yellow card.
I'm totally calm with watching them. I mean, I don't even know if that Reguilón was a yellow. It was just like it was so. At that point, I think Craig Pawson was just like. Can you guys please stop for 5 seconds? Look, have another yellow. I'm going to keep giving you yellows until you just stop for a minute, please, Jesus. Because I don't even know if it was a yellow, but still.
Which one?
The Reguilón one where he pushed Cresswell.
No, but it wasn't. It
Not
wasn't
Cresswell,
that
sorry.
though. But it was like his third or fourth foul. Like he'd done 2 or 3 fouls prior to that, and at some point you've got to say, right, well, stop it. You get a yellow card for your consistent foul, and I think that's what he got booked for. I actually think he would have got booked for the one previous, but Mourinho kicked off, and therefore took their attention away from his left back. I think that's why Mourinho kicked off, because he knew he was the left back was where he get booked, because that was like his third foul of the game. Mourinho kicks off, takes the attention away. He doesn't get a yellow card, and then he goes and pushes him again. So happy days.
Can I leave you for a minute just so I can pee?
Yeah. Leave me with a live chat. Have a little chit chat with them. Hello, live chat. How are you doing? Right, let's have a little look. Louis, you're right. If Jesse Lingard scores, the bet is done, as long as West Ham win. But saying that, if Lingard scores, we have obviously then got 2 goals, therefore we'll probably win the game. But yeah, Lamella's done. West Ham are winning. So Jesse Lingard scores, someone will win £170 cash. Fingers crossed we can get it done. And Shizzo says that it's strange to say, but the West been pretty pro West Ham. I think he's been fair, to be honest with you. I think Pawson let Regulion get off with quite a lot. There was a couple of challenges he went by. Kovo, the Bloodless says that Souček deserves a goal for that great. Oh, I love that. He stood up, head pissing with blood, and there he is trying to defend the box. I love that attitude. Especially when yesterday we all saw Mo Salah diving outside the box, just a little touch on his shoulder, and he goes flying down and stuff. And today we've got a guy, blood everywhere. They need to get that sorted at halftime. It looks like he's still bleeding. They need to get that sorted, because the last thing you want in the second half is the ref coming over saying, you get off the pitch and go get that seen to. So we need to make sure he's patched up. Jazza says that Shane Fredericks can't come on and null the Regulion's threat. He would have been perfect. I agree with that. But we've got Ben Johnson. I wouldn't be against taking Ben Johnson on. If we are 2-0 up, if we go 2 goals up, I wouldn't be against Ben Johnson coming on and play right wing. He used to be a winger back in the days, Ben Johnson. So I'd bring him on to patch it up there. How do I feel? Confident. Yeah, I felt optimistic before the game. I had a good feeling in the preview. I was confident before the game. I was optimistic, and I'm still confident. Like I said, I don't think we are playing the best. I've seen us play better, but something, I think we're comfortable so far. You've got to sort of have a look at the Spurs team and say, well, they're not really doing much, are they? We've barely seen Son, haven't seen Kane that much. I think we're doing all right. I think we can improve in that 11th, though. I do think we can improve. I think we've got Bowen and Fornals have been a bit wasteful. I do think Bowen and Fornals have been a bit wasteful. Fornals hasn't done much. He's sort of just occupying space. And as this is going to sound a bit mad, but I think sometimes that can be underestimated, actually, because you then force them to play it wide, and then you get the battle up against 1-on-1. Anyway, back to yourself, Charlie. I'll shut up now.
No, I was just enjoying hearing someone else talk, I suppose me, for the last too long of time. So in your opinion, how do we improve that defense to attack? Is it a sub? Is it a formation change? Is it just people waking up a bit? I don't know what you think.
In all honesty, I think it's Jared Bowen getting a little bit sharper on the ball, to be honest with you. I think if he sharpens up, and we've got to get Lingard in the game. We've not really seen much of Jesse Lingard. He needs to improve a little bit, get a bit more. I'm a bit surprised that we've got Fornals on the number 10 role, Lingard on the left. I do think that surprised me a little bit. Is it because we're trying to get Lingard one-on-one with a centre-back playing a right-back, or is it because we want Fornals to drop in and help Souček and Rice? I'm not sure. There will be a reason behind it. I'd possibly switch them, get Lingard into the middle to see if that would help. Because a couple of times Bowen's had the ball, he's just ran forward a few yards and just stopped and got tackled, and you're like, oh, come on, do something a bit better. But his direct opponent's on a yellow card now. Just knock it past him and run. Go in a race with him. He can't touch you.
I don't know what it is. Like, Lingard's been significantly deeper. I think maybe that might be part of it. Like, because Lingard, I don't know if he's done a huge amount today, but one of the things I always like from him is when he has the ball in just outside our box or from our box from a counter attack, he's really good at just knocking it in and going, and he really like gets that transition going very fast. So maybe that's why he's coming so deep. Maybe that's why he's changed his role a little bit. It's a bit frustrating because I'm like, I don't know.
We're doing well. We're doing well, Charlie. I'm very happy.
My hands are clean, everyone. I know you're all concerned that pee was fast. Not only was it fast, I also went and work on my girlfriend. So I'm just efficient. Gia. Okay, so then let's talk about it, because everyone's talking about Ben Rama, because Ben Rama's the thing. What's your subs? What are your subs looking like as the game goes on? When are you starting to think about making subs? Who are you subbing? Say it remains. Saying it remains 1-0.
If they all continue to play the same way, I think my first substitution, I'd maybe be looking to swap Fornals for Noble, actually, or Fornals for Lanzini, just to keep possession. I'd maybe wait a little bit longer. And if it was still working, I'd be bringing off Bowen for Ben Rama and going for it, trying to get that second goal. Because I do think as the game goes on, Tottenham will become a bit more open. And I think for the first 10 minutes or something in the second half, I think you need to ride out. I think they're going to come out guns blazing, and we can ride that out, nullify them, any sort of fake confidence to get a bit of enthusiasm. We can just frustrate them a bit more. Give us opportunities in the second half on the counter attack, and I'd get Ben Rama on for that, certainly.
Does Antonio have 90 minutes in him?
Don't know. I mean, I think he's been quite conservative today so far. He's not running around constantly, is he? He's in the right places and he's chasing about when he has to, but he's not running around like a headless chicken. So I think...
Which I prefer, to be fair.
Yeah. So I do think he's playing conservatively. I think his energy level should be prolonged, if you like. So... If Antonio has to come off, though, I would bring on Lanzini or Ben Rama for him and keep that counter-attack in shape.
Would you be tempted to change the fight at the back like Crazy Cam's suggesting here?
Not yet. As soon as we switch to 5 at the back, Son will come over on the left and pull Soufal right over with him, and then we'll end up being forced to play with 2 centre-backs and what should be a 3 centre-back formation.
I can't lie to you. I'm just a bit confident right now. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. And cut straight to the end of this game where we've been battered 4-1. Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. But I just feel quite confident right now. This feels a little bit like the last time we faced them, after that initial period where they smacked us, and then the rest of that game they didn't really do much. It feels like the rest of that game continued. They haven't had a period where all of a sudden they smacked us around on a counter-attack. I don't know if David Moyes learned his lesson or was just like...
They did once. Lamela went on like a 60-yard run and gave it to Kane and fired over. That was a superb run. But that was early in the game. If that happens again, it's like, someone will bring him down. But it was almost too early to bring him down. If you know what I mean, it was like 20 minutes in or something. You bring him down then, you're on a booking for 70 minutes of the game because the people chasing him, it was mainly Declan Rice that was chasing him. Then he skinned Diop. So those players, it looks like Gareth Bale's a way to come on.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know
who's come on. What's he going to come on for? Lamela, Lucas, Lamela probably. Push Lucas in the middle.
Yeah, Lamela's on a yellow as well, so probably Lamela. You would imagine. Also, I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I'm just gonna say it now. Gareth Bale, Schmareth Bale. Who cares?
I'm not that bothered by him, to be honest with you. I'm aware if he comes on and bangs and an equaliser, a winner, we're going to look a little bit daft. But he's not the Gareth Bale of old. This is now what I would consider a decent Premier League player. I'd rather. I'm going to say this as well, Charlie. I'd rather bring on Said Ben Rama than Gareth Bale today.
Oh, spicy, and I like it. And I think I
agree. Doherty's on. Doherty's on.
Doherty on as well. Yeah, we're getting Doherty's in the chat.
That's two subs Mourinho's made. So he's only got 1 sub left, which, regardless of what the game goes like, it's not a lot of wiggle room. Whereas Moyes is obviously going to hold his nerve. He's got 3 subs. You wait till an hour. You start to close the game off a little bit. Like I said, if we go 2-0 up, I would honestly take off Jared Bowen and I would bring on Ben Johnson and put Ben Johnson on the right wing because he used to be a winger back when he was in his teens. Well, he still is maybe, but when he was younger, he used to be a winger, so he can play right wing, but also he can give that defensive protection like Fredericks gave at Soufal against Villa. Get Ben Johnson on there and say mark the left back out the game. So anyway, I'm going to go enjoy the second half, and you enjoy the second half because Charlie, we're winning this game.
Come on, I'm hyped.
Right, catch you in a bit. Have fun.
In a bit. If you're off to watch the second half as well, remember to subscribe while you're here, like the video, all that good stuff. You know, so we got Bale coming on for Lamela and Doherty for Tanganga. So it's exactly what we thought. Tense. Remember to like the video while you're here. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you're just coming in for halftime, enjoy the second half. We'll be live throughout the entire game. live throughout the entire game up until full time, just after when Geo and Gonzo will be going live with their review. I will smack that link in the chat for you so you don't have to do any work whatsoever. A day, a whole cornucopia of content for you. Thank you very much for joining us if you did at halftime, and if you do for the second half as well, we appreciate it. Bale to kick off has just happened, so we're in the second half now. Bale coming on for Lamella, sure. He can smack it from far, of course he can. Getting Bale in and around that position, I don't know, but when it comes to Doherty, maybe that's the one I'm more concerned about. I can't lie to you, that's the one I'm more concerned about. Boot hammer. There's been a goal, but for who? Okay, right. Chat, I love you. I'll speak to you in a minute. I'm going to now focus in and see what's happening because I don't want to miss anything. I'm having to look here. I'm having to really, really think about it. Ross Boss has come. Ross Boss has come and delivered this news that the ball has been put into the net. So I'm going to have to deep sit. I really hope it's us. I hope Ross hasn't destroyed my life here by bringing up a Tottenham goal, but we'll see. We are on the ball. We are on the ball, which is a good sign. Just neat little passing here. J-Lings over the top. Antonio. No, sorry. Lingard. Oh, what a finish. What a finish by Jesse Lingard. Referee's blowing the whistle. Flags up. Oh, what a finish that was as well. For Pete's sake. That was so good as well. Yeah, I'm seeing now in the chat. No goal. Looks close. That's not offside. It's on. Offside. So what? Where was the offside? Was it here? That looks onside to me. That looks onside. All right, before we get the VR decision, what a finish that was by Jesse Lingard, by the way. What an absolute balling finish that was. I think that's two. If what I've just seen is where the offside potentially is, that looks onside to me. Oh my god, I can't take this. I'm trying not to look at the chat to see it. What a finish by Jesse Lingard, by the way. I just want to say that again. Regardless of what happens here, excellent finish into the side netting. If this is 2, Mourinho is going to be fuming. Weak foot, bang, across goal, side netting. That is a balling finish from Jesse Lingard. We are getting a lot of checks here from VAR. I tell you what, seeing as I can't look at the chat, while the VAR happens, I'll make the graphic just in case. That's not currently known as tempting fate, but we'll see what happens. Referee? Yes, 2. Come on. It counts. There's been a goal, but for who? Russ Budden. And now everyone goes and celebrates together. What a scene. West Ham United 2, Tottenham 0. Flipping heck. Flipping heck. It's 2-0. 2-0. And that's the perfect start to the second half. All of a sudden, I'm 10 times more confident than I was. Jesse Lingard intercepts it well. 4-0's back to him. Lingard, I don't know if it hits him or the defender. Either way, it finds its way back through. And that strike is so good. With his weak foot, just to hit it across goal like that. Come on. 2-0. Jesse Lingard getting another goal. What a time to be alive. A weird as all hell celebration. I don't care what the hell's going on there. Lingardinho is here. It's here. It's 2. It's West Ham United 2. It's Tottenham 0. Come on. Any more for any more? Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh my god. It's our day. It's our day. We've been defending brilliantly. We've kept them at bay brilliantly. They tried to make 2 subs to try and go for it. We instantly got a goal, and VAR went for us. Next, we're going to get a penalty. What a time to be alive. What the world's gone wild. The world has gone wild. I am loving life. I'm loving it. Look at, bruv, all the team getting to get mates. Come on. Let's go. I don't know what that was, but let's go. Flipping heck, man. Flipping heck. Oh, what a finish. What a finish from Jesse Lingard. Weak foot, across the goal, side netting. Tottenham now need 3 to get the win here, as Ashley Kemper's just said. They need 2 to get a draw. Gareth Bale coming on is obviously a minor worry, but he's not been that good since he's come back. Doherty coming on down the right is a concern because they've had nothing down there. Tanganga's obviously a centre-back who has been playing right back, and you could see from that, it was just nothing. Seriously, I'll turn up and it all happens. Russ, this is what you do, bruv. It's what you do. If you haven't subscribed to My Hammers 11, please go do it because it's what he does. Big Russ. Come on. Thank you very much, Russ. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Jose Mourinho only has 1 more sub to make now. Jose's done 2 at halftime. He's tried to change it up. We've instantly got a goal. He has 1 more sub to change this, and I don't know realistically what he can do. I mean, looking at that bench, you can Davis on maybe down the left, so Reguilon doesn't have to worry about his yellow. Dele or Vinicius are options, but at 2-0, I'm not concerned. Oh, I'm nervous, but I'm not concerned. As Chuck has just said there. Here you go. As Chuck has just said, remember when they were 3-0? I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but I'm not concerned, if that makes sense. The bet has won 170 quid for a subscriber tonight. Good times. Good times. We've actually won a bet. Thank you, Geo, for the update on the bet. The bet's won. We're 2-0 up. Lingard's scoring bang. I mean, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off on the Hammers Chat Watchalong today. Just wild. All over the shop. All over the shop. Who was it who asked? Someone asked. I think it was Boot Hammer in the build-up to that, which I missed, Boot, because of all the craziness. You asked what the website with the heat maps and whatnot is that we use. It is... here you go. It's Who Scored. Who Scored? Who Scored is the site. You can come on here. You can see shots, possession, everything. And then you just click on heat maps. You have the heat maps. So there you go. If you need it, whoscored.com. Flipping heck. We've scored 5 goals in the last hour. We've played against Spurs. Yes. Come on. Brother, I don't know what to do with myself. We're 2-0 up against Spurs. And I'm completely calm. I have no clue what to do. Corner in from Spurs and Fabianski just collects it. Bro, get out of it. Get out of it. Sorry, Richie. If the consensus is they don't want me to mention goals, let me know and I'll keep quiet. Russ, I'm fine with you doing it. The chat is the king, though. The chat is obviously in control. Here you go. I mean, Alan says, keep telling us. Russ, I support your current announcement style, says Jeffrey. Chat, let us know. Would you prefer it? Russ, I'd like you. Russ, on a personal level, I think you're fine doing it. I'm completely okay with you doing it. But of course, the chat is in control. Keep it coming. I need Russ Boss in chat. It's up to the chat. It's up to the chat. So this is we've got points for days right now. After 24 games, it's the most amount of points we've had since the 15-16 season. Hey, I'm just going ham right now. I'm just going ham. I can't lie about it. Why are people still going on about Ben Rama? Enjoy this? I don't think it's not enjoying this. It's just saying Ben Rama could help it. You know, I would word it that way potentially. We're turning up against Spurs. Spurs fans, feel free to clip that out if it goes wrong. I don't mind. And also remember to use Stuart Morris accountants. You know, corner to West Ham United. Cresswell to take it. I'm thinking in my head. I'm trying to run through Spurs' bench and think what possible things could they do to change it. Because I mean, realistically, corner in from Cresswell, headed away. Controlled out. I think if I'm trying to think it through now in my head, like what can Spurs actually do subs wise to change this up? And the two I keep thinking of are Dele and Vinicius. I mean, Sissoko could come on, I guess, for Ndombele, but it wouldn't really change much. Of Højbjerg, I guess he is on a yellow. You could bring Davis on at left back, so Reguilon doesn't have to worry about the yellow. But realistically, Tom Souček picking up a yellow there. Realistically, let's just have a look at it again. I think Souček gets the ball there. Kane was going through, not even close to being on goal, and Souček gets the ball. I don't know whether that's a yellow, but he's taken one. To be fair, I didn't think Reguilon was a yellow either. Who's just he's been warned too many times. Because realistically, Spurs don't have many people they could take on though. Take off. That's the problem. Mora, maybe you want to take off because Kane and Son need to stay on. Mora, Højbjerg, Reguilon, these are the people. But with one sub, they can't significantly change things, and it's not shot high and wide. It's not that they've not had the opportunities. They've had the ball. They've had everything here. We've just been better than them. We have just been better than them. So how do they change that? You know, how do you switch that up? So if we pull up the team, if we have a little gander at the team, right? Kane and Son have to stay on. There's no choice there. They could take off Mora. They could take off Højbjerg. They could take off Reguilon. They're the ones that I would be looking at, given the yellow cards and given the fact if you want to bring on Dele Alli, you'd probably be looking to take off Mora. If you're looking to bring on, maybe if you're looking at Vinicius or Sissoko, you could take off Mora or Højbjerg again, Davis for Reguilon. But are any of those changes really are any of those going to switch up significantly? Are any of those going to switch the game up and make it a different vibe? I don't know. I'm more confident right now than I think I probably should be. I can't lie. I don't know whether it's more than I should be, but at the same time, I'm just like, I just think we've got this. And perhaps I shouldn't. This game will. Do you know what? This suits us. I've always said the earlier we score, the more it suits our style of play, and that is very true. That is 100% true. But getting goal early both times suits us down to the ground. I mean, they need to get 2 just to get a draw here. They can't even try and just hit us on the break. They have to force us into the situation. And so far, we've been able to deal with that defensively. I think we've been really, really good. I think we've been happy to sit and just keep it tight, as Xavier Woods would say. Keep it tight. Our counter-attacking hasn't been great, but we haven't needed it to be. We've got 2 goals from it, and we're away here, you know? Gareth Bale standing over a free kick. Let's see what he can do with it. Put a man on a poster. Put on a poster, Fab. Fab says Mr. Pete Hammer. Bale's over it, as is someone else. Hit by Kane. Wide. Kane went for it over Gareth Bale. Interesting. Probably would have gone with Bale. But he tries to hit it round. Do you know what? Maybe he's trying to fake out, to be fair. He was stretched, but but it's a grand old time. Can I, Ed? Yes, I can. Next question. Remember when Bish said, let's sign Lingard, he's still got some top-class performances in him, and everyone did me dirty and said he'd be crap. I never, to be fair, Jez, I backed it. I always said Jesse Lingard's good. I've liked Jesse Lingard since before he came to West Ham. I like Jesse Lingard. I didn't think it was a good deal for us, but I did think he's a good player. I really liked him. I just didn't think it was the right deal for us. But, mate, what a finish. What an absolute finish. Scenes. Bro. We're 2-0 up against Spurs. Come on. Bale said to the landsman, watch your back. Did he say that, Lewis? I saw him pointing and saying things, but I didn't know if it was a... Do you know what? I'm going to say it now. I'm putting it out there. We're winning 8-0. No, we're not. We're not. Go on then. You said, could I? I could, yes. May I? No, I may not. I'm doing a watch along stream, Ed. Come on, man. Come on. If I don't come into your chat and just start going, can you play Freebird, please? Yeah. Good to see you, Glenn. Good to see you, my friend. Mate, we're doing bits for you lot right now. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Great channel. I'm gassed to see you guys are enjoying Lingard because he's had a tough year. It's well deserved. Listen, he's an absolute baller, bruv. Yasin, he's an absolute baller. He's an absolute baller. Doing bits. Great finish. I said, even what a finish. I'm not over it. The weak foot into the side netting like that. Just next level fit. Like, yes. You know? Jose Mourinho, miffed on the sideline is the way I'll describe his expression there. Miffed. We need some possession to calm things down, says Chippy. Do you know, I agree with that. I think we're dealing with it relatively well. I can't lie, but I do think we need just a little bit more when we do have the ball because we're struggling right now. We're struggling right now with that. Here you go, Ben Rama Hart, and then Ben Rama is coming on, says Ross Budden. Interesting to see who he comes on for. I would have got him on as well, just to give us that little bit more in possession. So when we do go to convert defense to attack, we can keep that ball strong. We can keep it. We can do more with it. I'd be interesting to see who Ben Rama is coming on for. But Russ Budden has provided that. Ben Rama is coming on. If you don't know Russ, of course, Russ works in the ground. He is the DJ for West Ham United, and he runs My Ham's 11, an excellent West Ham YouTube channel, which you should go and subscribe to if you haven't already. Good to see you, Russ. Rest Mickey. Interesting shout. Actually. I haven't thought about that. That is a fair point. We could do that. As Geo said, I think he's playing a bit conservative. He's not running around like a madman today, but he doesn't look unfit, but he looks like he's just conserving himself, and that's good. So potentially that's a good shout. We don't need him on right now. Doherty plays it in, bounces about. We'll see. We forced them all the way back here. Mate, we are fully in control of this game. I can't lie to you. We're passing, we're keeping them at bay relatively well. And we're scoring when we need to. They're passing the ball around pretty well here. Bale picks it off Doherty, tries to get it in. It's a corner. I just think when I look at it, I'm just looking at the who scored here. I don't know how to put this, but I just think we have another goal in us. You know what I mean? Bale plays it in. Oh, good header from Tottenham, to be fair. I think was it Lucas Moura? Lucas Moura with a good header. It's 2-1. To be fair, that's a very good header from Lucas Moura. I can't lie. Bale plays the corner in. Near post, and it's a similar thing that he did the first time when Dyer just headed it into no man's land. He comes near post and he just heads it in the sort of the upright section. 2-1. Is it time for squeaky bums? Do you know what? I'm not too concerned yet. Will this change David Moyes' mind with Ben Rama? I'd be interested to see. It was a good corner. It was a good header. We'll see. Sets up a grandstand finish at least. We're keeping it. Bowen is coming off. And Ben Rama is coming on. Interesting. I'm not going to lie, that is quite an interesting sub. Defensively, we'll see what happens, I guess. We'll see what happens. Disgraceful that we let Morris score. He's short. Says Kyrikos. I'm not going to read it out exactly, but he is very small. He is very small. We weren't marking that area at all. Yeah, who said it? Sub bingo. It was 65th minute was when it happened. 65th minute sub bingo. If you said 65 minutes, congratulations to you. I can't remember anyone saying 65, but there was a lot around the area. So fair play. If you got 65, fair play. Enjoy yourselves. 2-1 changes the dynamic slightly, but I don't think massively. We're still keeping them at bay. It's not going to change the way we play. We just have to remain calm. Bowen off for Ben Rama is interesting to me. I don't know how that changes our dynamic, but the goal doesn't change it much. We're still in the same situation. If we can get a third, I think it's done. I think it's done. But at the same time, we'll see what happens. Set piece for West Ham here. Corner on the right hand side, played in. Cresswell past everyone. Ben Rama picks up the ball on the far post. Takes on Sanchez, beats him, and I think it's a goal kick. Goal kick. Ben Rama just trying to sneak his way past Sanchez there. Did really well actually, to be fair. He just couldn't quite keep it on. Good opportunity, and this is Spurs. Spurs have got time and space here. Kane drives it across. I don't know if it was a shot. Don't know if it was a cross. Don't know what it was, but it never happened. That's what we need to guard against. That counter attack. Spurs came forward very quickly there, so quickly the replay couldn't get off in time, and that's where we need to be concerned because we haven't got the defensive solidity of 5 at the back that we had the first time around and they still did it to us then. That's what we need to guard against. That's why I'm interested actually that Bowen came off for Ben Rama because there's a defensive downgrade there for certain. It's about trying to get our foot on the ball a bit more. So we need to make it worth it. We need to remain calm. We don't need to stretch. The situation is still the same here. Fornals and Sanchez are coming together there. Sanchez looks like he's just had an appendicitis. He's rolling around holding his stomach so much. I don't think it was that bad. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. And now he's got back up again. But yeah, I don't know why man was rolling. Bruv, calm. Your appendix is good, my G. Chill. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this isn't too much of a I don't think we should be panicking too much. If I'm being honest, I don't think we should be panicking too much. You look at it logically and you say 2-1 is kind of the same as 2-0. We were already playing defensive anyway, so it's not like we're going to go more defensive. It's just a case of trying to make the possession we have count more. We can't let them counterattack too frequently against us. Yellow card now for Mikel Antonio. But big not Dawson is handing out the cards like a madman right now. Like a madman. See, Mixie's starting to worry. I'm a bit more worried than I was, but the goal remains the same. My concern is that Tottenham have had 1 or 2 opportunities here where they've broken at us with pace a lot faster than they were doing in the first half, and that's when they're dangerous for us. In situations like this, when they're just everyone here, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, you know? Not too bad. Not good, but not too bad. Charlie, me and you, Amsterdam, Ajax winning Champions League. You know it makes sense. Let's get some. Yes, I won't have any magic brownies because it's not me, but I tell you what, I'll just have some normal brownies. I went to Amsterdam in 2019. Incredibly nice place. Little cheeky European tour. Me and Jez, I'm on it. Listen, we're all invited. We're all invited. West Ham lads on tour. We're all going, bruv. We're all going. Just got to make sure now. Again, I'm not too concerned when they take too long to attack. When there's all of us back, I'm not too concerned. Lucas Moura scoring a header is not exactly a frequent thing to happen. So I'm not too concerned. My concern is more the quick counter-attacks that we've started to see. Played in, nothing. Rice heads it away. They, to be fair to you, Phil, mate, they've been all over us the entire game. I don't think it's been a case of I don't think it's they're any more on top of us now than they were for the rest of the game. It's just now they've scored, it feels more like pressing. But Lucas Moura just flipping that ball as high over the bar as he could. Like possession wise, we're about the same possession we have been. If we bring up the who scored, like possession wise, we're about the same as we were. Shots were about the same as we were. Like there's no huge difference here in what it was like before the goal and after the goal. I think there's just a little bit of it feels a bit different now they've scored. But realistically, they're doing the same stuff. It's more it's the counterattacks that are the concern. It's the counterattacks. And they have a very counter-attacking team out, even more so without Lamela. Although, to be fair, as Geo brought up at halftime, the Lamela, the previous Lamela counter-attack the previous counter-attack from Spurs that was effective was from Lamela. But still, Moura, Bale, Son, Kane, these are all counter-attacking players. Yeah. I think another yellow card, mate. Pawson is handing out yellow cards like they're going out of style. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 yellow cards in the game. Pawson, I can't. There's got to be a red at some point in this game. There's so many yellows walking about on this pitch now. So many. Okay, where are we at? Time-wise, we're at 72 minutes now. 72 minutes. 72 minutes. And do you know what? I'm still calm. I am still calm. Are you still calm, says Paul? I am still calm. I want more possession. I've wanted more possession the entire game, mate. To be honest with you, I wanted more possession the entire game. But we've got the goals that counted, right? So it was almost like we didn't need it. As much as I wanted it, we didn't need it. That's still the case now. That's still the case now. They are having about the same possession as they had. They're producing shots about the same rate as they were. And not many of them have been really dangerous. The only one they've got was when the shortest guy on the pitch managed to get a header in from a corner. Kane, wide. It's not that deep right now. It's not that deep. Obviously, Tottenham have the quality. Obviously, Tottenham have everything else. But 2-1, we're still winning at this point. We're still winning. It's just a case of trying to make those counterattacks count. It's just a case of trying to keep the possession. If not to score, just to get the ball, relieve a little bit of pressure, you know? And that's when the Ben Rama thing was interesting to me because he took off Bowen, where he's not as just defensively solid as Bowen is. Let's put it that way. He's not going to put the defensive work rate. So we'll see. I'm still confident in this one. I'm still confident. I still have no real reason to think they're going to score another, let alone 2, you know? How long's left, says Mitchell, the pro, 10 right. There's 17 minutes plus stoppage time left. We're currently in the 73rd minute, 73rd and a half minute. Dele Alli coming on, people are saying. We've won now. Dele Alli is coming on. Bring on Johnson, go 5 at the back. For who? Would be my question. For who? I'm not necessarily against it. I don't think it will help us particularly. Maybe just getting an extra body back, I guess you could argue to help us. But I think we're playing so defensively that it doesn't really matter. You're just shifting the numbers around and the lines. I don't think it would change our attack that significantly or change our defense that significantly. If we were to bring him on, I mean, I'm not sure who you take him off for. You've got to keep Lingard on. Antonio, maybe, I guess. But even then, I'd probably be against that. Fornals? I don't know. This is when it becomes interesting for me. Benrahma plays it inside. Antonio leads it for Lingard. This is when it becomes interesting for me. And here you go. Ben Johnson is officially coming on, courtesy of Ross Budden. Just as we were saying it, who would you bring him on for? I mean, someone else saying Fredericks, by the way. Fredericks is not on the bench. He's something to say. So who would he come on for? We're looking at it, saying Fornals, potentially, I guess, is the person there. I honestly don't know. We'll see. Tottenham noob. I agree, Rian. Tottenham noob. Anyone on the yellow? A couple of people. Doesn't really make a difference. Diop, Souček, Fornals, Højbjerg, Reguilon, Lamela. Just a couple of boys. So, Dele Alli is about to come on. I've just seen him on the sideline with the guy getting the board ready. Remember to subscribe, like if you're new around here, please, while we're still winning. I think we're winning this game. I can't lie to you. I think we're winning this game. Surely Noble gets a run out against his arch enemy. Would I like to see him come on a 2 for someone? Yeah, of course I could. Dele Alli coming on now for Reguilon. Okay. Don't know where that means everyone's moving, but okay. I have no idea who that's for. I have no idea how that's going to work out. We'll find out. Yeah, I'd like to see Noble come on 2 foot someone. Of course I would. I love Mark Noble, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. You like Tottenham? Tottenham are fine. Tottenham have a lot of qualities to admire. I am a West Ham fan, if that's what you're asking. But Tottenham have a lot of good qualities, let's say. I smashed that like button before I woke up. Thank you, Jess. That's the kind of aggression we like coming into this. Smash it. Smash the like button. I don't know what that was. I saw a question about Lingard before. There you go, Jez. Do we sign Lingard next season? If so, how much? I'd go as high as 20 million. 20 million would be my cutoff point. If they asked for anything of 20 million plus, I would say no, straight off. But good opportunity for now. Puts it back across. No one there. And now Tottenham on the counter attack. They're not going as fast as they need to, but that's a great ball. Defensively, all over the shop. Kane pulls it back across. Oh, Kane. Bale off the bar. What happened that first time? I couldn't tell who got the final touch on that. So terrible defending. They just looked at Harry Kane and were like, nah, you go on, have all the space, mate. Like wild, what the hell? And then I can't tell what happens in the centre there at all. Was it Dele Alli? And then the shot from Gareth Bale, the other side, is really close. Oh, Declan Rice with the block. And then fair play to Gareth Bale. That was a big old hit. Big old hit from Gareth Bale off the bar. That's what he's dangerous at, is just giving the ball and just let him hit it. But in the rest of his game, I'm not too concerned. But that's the one time I'm concerned about him in those sort of things. We'll see. The Lingard thing. Yeah, I would. If it was anything under 20 million, I'd probably take it. Anything once the word 20 million gets said, so 20 plus, yeah, nah, not for me. I think we need to. There's money we need to spend in other places, and we don't have the sort of money to. We don't have the sort of money to spend. There was that article, for example, the one that said we had 16 million if we get the money we're selling for the certain people. Right. So if we sell Lanzini for 15 million, then we just we're swapping for Lingard. We're not really upgrading our squad. We're downgrading it. So there needs to be a cut-off point, and anything under 20 million, I would probably take. I think he's worth more than that. Don't get me wrong, but anything under 20, I would take. Once we say the word 20 million, it's just too much. We have too much. We don't have enough money, in my opinion. Maybe I'll change my mind if we have a significant budget in the summer, but I don't think we will. It is. I think we need him as well, Jez. That's the most annoying thing for me. Is I think we need him as well. He's so good, but I just don't think we have the money. And with Anderson coming back and the rest of like the attacking midfielders, it's just a case of like, I don't know, man. We've been sloppy in the second half. I was okay with the first half. We had enough behind the ball, but we're going to get caught if we're not careful. An interesting idea. I still think we're doing the same thing we were. Fornals is coming off now for Ben Johnson. Okay, I'm interested to see where Johnson ends up lining up. So, do we change to a 5? Is that what we're doing? Are we going to change to a 5 with Johnson on the left? Potentially. If that were to happen, that means we have Lingard, Benrahma, Antonio. Not a bad front three. If we've gone to that 5 at the back, not a bad front three. Don't know how I feel about it, but not bad. We'll see. So Fabianski and Kufau, I think, have clashed here. Kufau is down. Fabianski sat up. He's not up, but he's sat up. I mean, just put Johnson out there and make our final sub for Kufau, I guess. But so I just want to get a better look of what happened there because it was in the corner of my eye and so I didn't see it fully. Maybe a case where Johnson just ends up taking up the right back slot. We stay with the same formation and you bring someone on for Kufau, Lanzini or something. Yeah, as Rob Hart just said, Kufau wouldn't be down if it wasn't serious. We should be 5 up. I mean, to be fair, mate, we've only had unless you're a Tottenham. If you're a Tottenham fan, then fair. But if you're a West Ham fan, we've only had 4 shots. So it'd be impressive if we had 5 from 4. To be fair, let's see what happens. Oh, the tiredness is smacking me around the face right now. Moyes and Lingard just having a discussion. Moyes walked away as Lingard wanted to reply. It's the kind of communication you love to see at West Ham United. Getting a lot of deep breaths from Kufau. It seems to be something with his ribs or something, maybe. The physio's holding his ribs as he breathes in and out, sort of seeing if he can carry on. Thankfully, it's nothing. So thankfully, it's nothing to do with his head or anything, which is good. He's going off now to the side. I don't know if he's getting subbed off. Doing some little runs, probably running to a position where he can just come straight back on, I suspect. He seems to. I mean, he doesn't seem to be too injured. Thank goodness. He doesn't seem to be too injured. I think it was maybe something to do with his ribs, potentially winded. He was taking deep breaths while the physio was holding his ribs. So hopefully he's all right. He's back on the pitch now. He's back on the pitch, so he seems to be all right. So we're probably sticking to the plan. We're sticking with the 5 at the back. I suspect that's what we've done. I think we've gone to a back 5 with Souček and Rice as the 2 in the middle, and then a front 3 of Lingard, Antonio, Benrahma. Not bad for us. I can't lie. It's an interesting lineup. Not one I'm against at all. You think Spurs will score again? Says Soundboys. No, I'm not too concerned about it. Sound, I can't lie to you. But 84 minutes in, Spurs I've only really seen dangerous when they've counter-attacked fast. And they scored from a header from Lucas Moura of all people. So I'm not massively concerned. I'm not terrified right now. I'm part of me is worried, but I can't act like I think they're going to score. They've not. Another shot just goes flying from Tottenham here at this point. I mean, they've had 17 or 18 shots and only 4 of them have been on target. For context, they've just been punting the ball. We've had 4 shots, but we've scored 2 of them. Now we've been somewhat lucky in that sense that 2 of our shots, half of our shots have gone in, but all of them have been on target. They've been wasteful. In that sense. I'm not that concerned at this point. I'm not that concerned. Bring on Meepo for Antonio. Do you know what? I would do it. I'd be very tempted right now. Moyes won't. If Moyes is going to bring on anyone, it will be Noble, I suspect. If we look at the bench again, out of everyone there, who's more likely to come on? Probably Noble or Lanzini, if we're being honest, and probably Noble. But get him on. Get it happen. Get it on. Mate, Ben Rama did really well there. There's literally no one in the box because Antonio's next to him for some reason. But scenes. When's Geo Gonzo going full-time chat? They will be live about a couple of minutes after full-time. Could be 30 seconds after full-time. Could be a couple of minutes. I don't know. The consistency is not there, but it will be just after full-time. I will put the link in the chat for you, Haz, and anyone else. Hey, if you joined us for the watch along today, thank you. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you're new around here. Drop a like on it. Means a lot to me personally if you hit that like button. It means a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm tired, says Adam Wolf. Fair enough, Adam. I also am absolutely shattered. I'm struggling. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Right. Couple of minutes left. Squeaky bum time. As Steven said. I'm not too concerned. I can't lie to you. I'm not too concerned. See that? Corner to Spurs. So confident. I took a swig. Because the thing is, right, this is how I'll break it down. Tottenham are most dangerous when they counterattack on the break fast. When they've taken their time like they are now, that allows us to get back into position. So many people solidify back, hold tight, and they struggle to pop off shots on target. Now, don't get me wrong, they pop off shots like mad. They've had 18 so far in the game, but they're very rarely on target. The later this game goes, the more deep we're going to get. Like right now, we didn't have a single person even remotely close to their 2 centre-backs who were basically on the thing. At this point, I think we've got this. I do genuinely think we have this, barring a madness from like Gareth Bale or something, or Kane, where they just hit an insane one from far. I just can't. I can't get concerned. Kev the up. Can we get Moist to RKO Mourinho? I would adore it. Can you imagine? Just to see an RKO, just to see an RKO in general would be unreal. Trying to say confident man took a swig. Man, I took a swig, fam. I took a swig. I'll take another swig. I'm not concerned about it. I'll just keep taking swigs. Look, I'll take another swig. Look, the Evian's back out. The Evian's back out. You ready for this? Do you know what? This won't even be a swig. This will be a glug. This will be a glug. Oh, a glug. There were glugs involved. You might have heard it. It was like glug, glug, glug. No, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. I'm a bit concerned, but I'm not that concerned. Charlie's not very nice. She is. She's a very nice person. If you see this, hello, Mum. Jeffrey says you're nice as well, so it must be true. Jeffrey's a learned man. Well, I saw something else. I saw it above. That's a good question. Right, everyone. We're getting into stoppage time now. Who is your man of the match for the day? Who is your man of the match for the day? I'm going to say... I don't know. I think it's been quite a few good performances. I'm tempted to say probably Rice. I guess Rice. I'm going to say Declan Rice. But what's everyone's man of the match? We've got 5 minutes of extra added time. 5 minutes of added time. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to say Declan Rice from here out. Drink so much. I drink too much, Salah. I can't lie to you, bro. I pee so frequently. That's why Geo coming on at halftime is so useful, because I need to pee. Look, that's just during this game. I've just drank that much. And that doesn't include the cup of tea I also had. It's a problem. It's a problem. Right, let's see what people saying. Fabianski, Rice, Fabianski. There we go. Fabianski, Diop. Christ, Jesus himself, man of the match. Jesse Lingard. I was tempted, I can't lie. Rice. Man of the match is Jay Lings. Look, I can do it. Look, I figured it out. I can do it now. Jay Lings, I can do it easy. Rice. I think the consensus is probably Rice. Okay, so having a look at Souček. I'll tell you what. Let's give it. We'll announce it. We'll announce it. God, don't play with my heart. Don't play with my heart. Yeah. So the post has just been hit, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, Lloris. No, it's close. It's fine. It's fine. It was concerning for a split second, but it loops over and hits the post. It's fine. I'll announce it. The Hammers chat watch-along man of the match, according to the chat, seems to be Declan Rice. Congratulations, Declan Rice. Great performance. Great performance from you. Fair play. Fair play. Again, Spurs are just taking too long on the ball. The longer they take, the less likely they are to score. They are a counter-attacking team. We get damaged by counter-attacks, but we can just sit every single person behind it. It's fine. They take so long to attack. The times they haven't is when they've looked most dangerous, and they just haven't done it frequently enough. I don't know what to say about it, you know? Geo's nervous. I'm not, mate. I'm calm. This is calm with me. They take forever. Take their time. Go wild. Look, do whatever you want, bruv. What are you gonna do? You keep passing it around. It gets to the edge area. You take a punt. It goes miles over. Like, what are you thinking, Spurs? You're a counter-attacking team, and you've barely managed to counter-attack, bruv. That wasn't. To be fair, that was not my squeaky bomb. It's my chair. My very loud chair. Listen to how loud this is, right? It's going to be very loud. I'm warning you now. Loud noise incoming. When I lean back, it's a lot of loud squeaks going on. Especially when I don't do it for a while and it gets really tight and it's like, it's annoying. It's calm, innit? It's calm. It's calm. What I need to do actually is I need to pull up the review so I can post the link. I just feel confident at this point. I'm completely and utterly calm. Right. Remember, there'll be a review coming up just after this game. Just after this game, there shall be a review from Geo and Gonzo. I'll be spamming that link in the live chat for you when it happens. Wally World with the $10. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Wally, for chucking the money in. We appreciate it. Putting in a kitty, $10. Charlie Walsh, man of the match. I appreciate that. There you go, everyone. The review is in the chat from Geo. He's just posted it twice there. The review If you want it, we'll be there. They'll be live just in a minute. I'll keep talking till full time, but I appreciate it. Second full times hits, I will be spamming it as well. Everyone, remember, thank you once again to Wally World. And remember, everyone, like, subscribe the video if you're new around here. Like the video, I appreciate it. Thank you all for joining us. The review is live in a second. Here is the link. The link is in the chat several times from myself. Go click it, go enjoy it. The link is live. Go over there. What a win. It ends West Ham 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Yes, come on, get in there. Big win, big dubs. Mate, it's happening. It's happening. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate it very much. Go click on that link. Hit the live chat. Thank you very much to everyone who's watched. Enjoy the review. Come on, you Irons. And we will see you for the next game. I can't believe we've actually done it. West Ham 2, Tottenham 1. Thank you very much. Bye, everyone. See you later. Enjoy the review. Go to the review. Go.